wrestling, the South Yosemite Conference Championships. With me tonight are two staples, longtime fixtures in the Kern County wrestling scene. The first coach for many, many years at Golden Valley High School, we have Aaron Weary that is joining us tonight. That's going to provide his perspective. And alongside him, another good friend of mine that was at Foothill for a number of years as their head wrestling coach, CSUB alum, wrestling as well, called a number of broadcasts with both these guys around wrestling. We have Brad Holt joining us tonight. So as we get started, this is going to be an interesting broadcast that we're going to have tonight. We have three mats as our main man, Julian Wilson, is on the camera, and he's going to kind of navigate the different matches. We're going to try and get as many different matches as we possibly can, but we're going to focus on some of the state qualifiers, state placers, all that stuff too as well. Without further ado, enough of me. We'll get to the format, get to the matches real quickly. Aaron, we'll start with you. You've been around wrestling a long time, and we're coming into this year. Give me two guys, two girls that we should pay attention to tonight. I'm going to put you on the spot, but I know you've done your research and done your homework tonight. But who are someone that you have your eye out and looking at? You talked about earlier when we were doing our pre-broadcast meetings, you're looking right at the girls, the 101s, kind of going to go through that kind of dynamic group.
Yeah, the 101 class for the girls is just nails. We've got a tremendous amount of talent in that bracket. You know, when you look at Delphin from Garces, she's been doing amazing all year long. All four girls are ranked in the section, and most of them are also ranked in the state. So it's a great opportunity for them to come here and make that last attempt to beat each other before going into the postseason. Guys, we've got a lot of great matches coming up. Unfortunately, due to whatever situation, some of our top guys in town are not here, but we do have some that are ready to go and going to do a fantastic job. I would watch the 152 class. We've got two state ranked kids, one ranked at number 12, Adrian Juarez from Highland, and then we have an honorable mention, Roscoe from Stockdale. So those are two weight classes to really keep an eye on tonight.
That is the voice of Aaron Weary, longtime wrestling coach at Golden Valley High School. If you saw league championships in the South Yosemite League, a lot of times coming from Golden Valley under the leadership of Aaron Weary and his staff, so appreciate the insight. Brad Holt, forever the insider in the wrestling community across Kern County and just in wrestling in general. Brad, who are some people we should pay attention to, both in the guys and in the girls?
Yeah, no, it's exciting to be here. I want to say thanks to having this in the Kern High School District for putting it on. Always a pleasure to work over here with Julian, work with Kyle, and longtime friend Aaron here. Aaron actually opened Golden Valley. It's one of the original coaches right there, so he got a lot of inside knowledge. I think I agree with a lot what Aaron's saying. And the girls' side, that 101 weight class is really going to be the premier weight. You have some tough girls. You have Esquivel from Tehachapi, her dad, former Porterville High School wrestler. I used to wrestle him back in high school. He was a state medalist, and then he's been working with his daughter there, so she's tough. Delphin, that's Mo Delphin's daughter, old college, my workout partner, my drill partner, Mo Delphin's daughter. She's a freshman. She's tough. And then obviously the Highland girl, Monet Cordero, she's really tough. So I think that's going to be some great matches right there at 101. And then there's a number of great matches with the girls. Looking over on the guys' side, I agree also that Adrian Juarez probably stands out for Highland, along with Silas Roscoe. I've also seen a couple of matches with Arvin at 106. Santana, he's tough. So him and the Frontier kid is going to be a good match too, I think. So, and then not to mention the Marquez's over there from Foothill, always a staple. Got to give my love out to Foothill High School, So.
Yeah, I hear you, and I try to go the other way and make sure that we don't oversight any of our kids. But.
All right, so I'm going to cut off you guys real quick. We're going to have the national anthem come on, and we're going to have a moment of silence while it's played. And that was the playing of our national anthem. So I'm going to go against what both Brad and Aaron have said a little bit. And Brad, both you guys know how I feel about the heavier weights and all that stuff. I'll go back to the Josiah Hill days, Brad. We were on the call. I early on said we got to give this kid. He's my player of the match, goes on and is the state champion that year as well. So one we got to look at on the girls' side. And Mr. Weary doesn't want to show the bias, but I totally will, being the assistant principal at Golden Valley High School. You got to pay attention to 189's Naomi Roby, who's currently ranked number 1 in the state of California. She has done some serious damage this year, finished 4th in the state last year. As a school, both Aaron and I were able to watch her go and do her thing, and we're so proud that she brought honor to school, placing 4th in the state last year in the state championship. She's going to look to make a deep run and hopefully bring home a championship at Golden Valley. Aaron, you've been around Top Dog Wrestling. That's the feeder program that goes into Golden Valley. You've been around Naomi long enough. What are your thoughts about Naomi Roby? I mean, the first time ever I think we've seen our school have someone ranked number 1 in the state at a certain time.
Yeah, what an incredible honor and what an incredible young lady. I remember her sitting in my engineering class freshman year, and I was telling her about wrestling, and her eyes lit up, and now we are where we are. And she's like I said, incredible young lady, great in the classroom, great on the mat, and to be ranked at that number 1 spot, she's something to be reckoned with. She does not play around when she gets out there. She flips that switch, and she is ready to go. And she's a lot of fun to watch. So I really look forward to her postseason and where she goes from here. Had a lot of girls kind of ducking her throughout the season, not showing up or moving up a weight, down a weight, trying to figure out how the hell to get away from her. But it's been awesome to see her, and I really look forward to seeing what she's going to do here tonight.
Yeah, one of the first times I've ever seen a league champion be crowned league champion without wrestling in the league championship tourney. So, Julian, my main man, we're going to start on the first mat over here, on the Centennial mat over here, if you can look over. And we are actually going to look at the matchup between, it's 101s. We have Monet Cordero of Highland and Kayla Delphin of Garces. And I want to get the inside scoop of who owned who in the wrestling room. Was it Brad Hull or Mo Delphin? And I think it's Mo Delphin was the one that handled that
come on, I'm bigger than him. No, Mo is just good old. Yeah, Mo is definitely tough. That's probably a premier match right there. That could be the final match, really, right there, between Monet and then Delphin. She just came out, just signed up, just got up and rolled over there at Garces not too long ago. She's wrestling in the season. She's been wrestling all her life. She does a lot of freestyle wrestling, really. So she's making that transition over from freestyle to collegiate style. I think this is probably the premier match right here in the girls' weight class. Not to mention you got Del Oro, which is a brand new school. It's nice to see their first competitor out here. Del Oro High School wrestling against Esquivel. So
we got 1:25 left in this first match. We're just getting a gauge what's going on here. In this SYC, there are rankings. So right now, Monet Cordero of Highlands ranked number 1 in this class. Kayla Delphin ranked number 4 at Garces. In the middle match, and we're not going to flip over there right now, but we have Maria Mejia, who's number 2 at Del Oro, going against Celia Esquivel of Tehachapi in the other matchup. And as Coach Weary talked about, stacked at 101s. Everyone's a state ranked in the state, so curious to see how these matches turn out.
Yeah, what a great opportunity here for Del Oro. As somebody who started a program at a school, that's hard to get a program started from nothing. And to watch Miss Mejia here get after from Del Oro, she's having a great season, and I really appreciate that she's kind of carrying that school on her back a bit and really building it up and being the person that kind of goes out there and shows what their school's capable of. It's awesome to see.
So we got about 20 seconds left in this Cordero-Delphin matchup at 101s, and about 1:20 left to go in this Mejia-Esquivel matchup between Tehachapi and Del Oro. Both 0-0 right now, kind of getting their feelers out.
Yeah, I think both of them are just a little hesitant to shoot. They both recognize how talented the other one is, and just kind of filling out process. So we'll see what happens in the second and third.
So on the first match, we can go to the middle mat now. Wilson. We do see Esquivel get a 2-point takedown early on. She takes that early 2-point lead right here.
She was working on that single for quite a while there. Finally got it. Got that 2-point lead right away here.
And on the first match, and we're not quite there yet, we're going to stay in on this Del Oro Tehachapi matchup. But on that first mat, Delphin and Cordero have started back up. They started in the neutral position.
Looking for some near fall here on the middle mat, mat 2. And here we go. We met criteria. Getting swipes here for the count.
So what do we got to do right here to get that pin?
If she makes the right adjustments here, she'll need to get off her knees and get her weight on top. She'll be fine here, but she already got her points for a near fall. Short time, probably not going to get the pin. Nope, time runs out.
Didn't get the pin, and we're going to go to the first mat where we're going to pick up with Garces and Highland.
Yeah, it looks like they picked neutral in the second round.
And Brad, as you well know, this when you have two wrestlers that are this closely paired, you're going to have a low-scoring event for most times, but also you have this time where you're feeling each other out. They've already seen each other throughout the year, and it's one of those things where, hey, I'm going to set up my normal shot, but it might not be there just because of the high level that we're at.
Exactly. It's like afraid to make a mistake, you know what I mean?
And we're talking about girls wrestling, the fastest-growing sport across the nation. We're seeing a lot of girls participate in wrestling. Still in its infancy, though, we would all look at. There's still a lot of schools that are adopting, picking it up, and all that stuff, too, as well. So you say in a lot of these tournaments, as you talked about, Aaron, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but almost all the tournaments, they're all going to the same tournaments. They're all participating. A little bit different than the boys, a little less tournaments and all that stuff, but it's rapidly growing really quickly.
Yeah, we're at a point now where, I mean, there is definitely a girls' tournament somewhere in the state every weekend. You know, where boys we've had, you know, for many years has been multiple, and we're getting to that point too. But the best girls are trying to, you know, get their placing early on. And we have a takedown.
That's nice.
On that one, very nice takedown there.
So you can see Delphin was really trying to dig those underhooks. It looks like a lot of her offense is from those underhooks. She went there, and then Monet just kind of powered through it and hit her with a nice double. It'll be interesting to see if she picks bottom probably the next round.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, with her not doing a ton of high school wrestling yet, but doing a lot of freestyle, that adds to that and it puts you in those situations because that's what she's comfortable with.
That's the voice of Aaron Weary and Brad Hull. We're going to stay on mat number 1 as we go into the third period where Monet Cordero just had a 2-point takedown. And we're going to see, it looks like they're going to start in that neutral position right now. And what are we doing in this? So, Aaron Weary, your Monet Cordero, Brad Hull, your Kayla Delphin. What are we doing right here?
Yeah, I mean, if each one of them you're looking for a takedown because one takedown is not going to decide this match unless it's by Monet. So Delphin's definitely going to go dig her underhooks, try to get a takedown. And if she does, Monet has to just get away and then, you know. So it's going to take 2 to win, really.
Yeah. So you see a shot attempt there. Definitely need to make sure that they're light on their feet and getting these setups. A lot of our high school kids are so focused on trying to get that takedown. Sometimes they miss the setup part. And these ladies look like they're getting to it, but you know, minute 24 left. They don't have a lot of time left here to work. So 0-2 score. It's a close match like we predicted, but this next takedown will be very, very vital to the outcome of this match.
Important to note, Celia Esquivel in the middle match. She did win by pin, and she will be going on to the finals. And we're waiting right now on this first mat to see if Kayla Delphin of Garces Memorial High School will take on Monet Cordero of Highland High School. We got about a minute remaining.
Yeah, Kayla does a good job with her underhooks. Just it looks like she's not really hitting anything from there, and Monet just kind of driving through her on every one of those. You like to see Monet set up a shot and get some offense of her own, but if she's just going to keep taking what Kayla gives her, she's going to do those underhooks.
Yeah, underhook's a great setup, but too many of our high school kids use that as a way to kind of hang on, and they're not using enough to really move the momentum. She started to there, but here we are back and just locked up in front of each other again. So 38 seconds left here. She's got to go. She's going to get this takedown.
That is the voice of Aaron Weary, offering great insight. Brad Hull as well, offering really good insight about what these wrestlers are going in the waning seconds of this third and decisive match right here.
That's it.
Takedown.
2 points awarded to Monet Cordero. She extends her lead 4-0.
She's probably going to punch her ticket right there to the finals, meeting up with Esquivel in the finals.
Yep.
And we're honing in on the final seconds, 5 seconds and counting. And with that, Monet Cordero of Highland High School, who's the number 1 seed, will be taking on Celia Esquivel up to Ashby, who's the number 3 seed. And we'll see them later on tonight in the finals of this 101. As Aaron Weary talked about earlier, it is a loaded 101 class, and so it should be exciting. And I'm sure we'll see them at state in a few weeks right over there at Mechanics Bank Arena where the CIF California Wrestling Tournament is held. I want to thank Stan Green, the Office of School Support Services, and his entire staff. They are the ones that have put this event together. Thank you to Tom Haskell at Centennial High School, former athletic director at Golden Valley High School, but he has given up his gym and got the mats out, and we're ready to go. We'll have some guests with us tonight.
Yeah, we got from Bakersfield College wrestling program, Marky Acosta. He's been part of the BC program for a while, and Coach Austin here is coming over, checking out some of the wrestling. And what I think is great about BC is they just started that women's program. As we tie into this women's program, what a great way for this feeder kind of feed into our BC junior college over there. And we'll get him on here in a minute and let Kyle hammer away on him, get some information about his team and what he's doing this year. And
I just ask questions.
Yeah.
All I do.
But they actually wrapped up their season. When's their season? They're early in the year, right? So they finished up. So.
And as you well know, Brad, and the biggest thing right now is we've always been at a disadvantage in wrestling because of Title IX.
Yes.
So anytime that a college has to cut a program, instead of cutting both men and women programs, they can go to wrestling, cut one program, make up the money or whatever, and just be done with it. Now with women's wrestling coming in, it makes that a lot harder to do, and that's also a great thing for wrestling because we have so many college athletes that are at that caliber, whether it be D1, 2, 3 or any of the JUCOs or whatever the case may be. We've got a great amount of wrestlers out there, and we need to keep our programs alive. We've seen so many get cut in the years, And so, even in the state of California, you can look at we've had a lot of great programs get cut, and some come back, some haven't. But this is a great opportunity for the women. Again, as you mentioned, Kyle, this is the largest growing sport in America. And the fact that these women are getting out here and getting it done has a huge impact on our sport. So it's a great thing to see.
And that's exactly what it is, opportunity. Like you said, now these girls know they can take it to the next level. There's that opportunity to go out there and wrestle, even if if you said, we're at whether you go out of state somewhere, you wrestle in state, but now you can wrestle in your own backyard here in Bakersfield. So great opportunity. Let me get Coach Austin here, and you guys can let him watch a couple matches with you guys.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Get some better insight for sure.
Oh, and just to let you know, today's some better insight. He came out here today. Daughter's birthday. He's giving up being there. Yeah, so we got to get him on the mic a little bit.
We'll have him on here for a minute or so. Coach Austin, thank you for joining us tonight on this broadcast. First of all, I know you've been around the Kern County wrestling scene a little bit. What does an event like this mean for Kern County wrestling, for you as a coach that are looking at former Renegades coming to your program and all that stuff too as well? What do you like to see when you come to events like this?
Oh, I enjoy coming to these events. Like you said, it's a wrestling community. Bakersfield and Kern County in general are rich in the wrestling endeavors. So coming back and seeing, guys that I was teammates with, guys that came through Bakersfield College and wrestled, man, it's awesome to see them. And then just getting able to see the local talent showcased around here. It's an excellent event, and we enjoy coming.
Give us some insight over your year this year. I know, we see some local talent that comes to you. I'm at Golden Valley High School right now as an assistant principal with Aaron Weary, who's an art teacher out there.
Nice, yeah.
And I know
Aaron.
We got some Bulldogs that have come out your way too as well.
Yeah.
So give us a little insight of your season. I know it was early on this year and stuff like that, but give us a little insight of what you went through this year and what we can look forward to next year with Renegade Wrestling.
Yeah. So this year we placed 6th as a team. We were probably projected at 8. We were scratching and clawing just to get to that 6th place spot. We came away with 2 finalists. James Juarez at 149.
Whose brother is wrestling here tonight.
Absolutely, yep. Yeah. Adrian's wrestling tonight. So we had another finalist in Corbin Hayes at heavyweight. Both of them had tough matches in the finals and ended up dropping those matches, but are All-Americans. Not to mention Luke Combs from Frontier High School. Yep. He's an All-American for us. We had 5 placers, and generally speaking, for us, that was a fairly good show, and we're always pushing. We're always pushing, trying to refill those spots and, get these guys peaking at the right time. But yeah, I mean that season, it's short, but it's packed full of wrestling. 4 months, but packed full of wrestling.
That is the wonderful wisdom from our head coach at Bakersfield College, the Renegade Wrestling. We're going to be on the first mat right now, where right now we have Santana Ugueas from Arvin High School going against Isaiah Gonzalez of South High School in a nice, tough matchup between the South Yosemite Horizon League and South Yosemite Mountain Leagues. I'm sure these guys have seen each other time and time throughout this year, but we're looking at 106s right now.
Yeah, Santana jumps out to an early lead here with a 2-0 with the takedown. They're in a scramble right now. Santana's a great wrestler. He's one of those guys who, he's wrestling 106, but he's a small for his weight class. He's not a guy that's cutting, a bunch of weight to get down there. I think when you look at his high school career coming up, I'm really excited to see where he's going to be at next year, especially if he puts a little muscle in, kind of, grows a little bit, fills out his frame. I think he's going to be really somebody to watch.
That is the voice of Aaron Weary. As you mentioned, Santana Ugueas from Arvin High School takes the early 2-0 lead. We've got about 1:01 left in the first period here at the South Yosemite Conference Championships. Coach, what do you see so far in this 106 matchup?
There's been some really good scramble positions. I think for top man to keep control, he's got to keep his feet moving, stay behind. He's doing a great job working that bar arm tilt, running his feet forward. He's looking strong.
And Marky, as a former lower class wrestler,
cutting that weight,
lower weight class, not lower class, lower weight class. You know how important those scrambles are. Guys get in those situations, and their knowledge of where they are on the mat is so important.
Santana Ugueas is taking a dominant position right now, and it's not looking too good for Isaiah Gonzalez.
Yeah, right to his back, stepping over. He's got a good opportunity here if he can get the pin, but running out of time here with about 15 seconds left. Picked up the near fall, brings him up to a 7-0 lead.
I'm used to seeing that 4 count. We're used to seeing that 4 count, 4 points for college.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering where the other points coming from.
As we start the second period, Santana Ugueas takes that 7-0 lead. Oh, actually going to give him 7-1, going to give him a little escape. Oh, taking the point back. I'm just going off the scoreboard. Maybe I should start keeping score right here so I don't embarrass myself right now.
As Marky well knows, sometimes table workers are not always up to speed on what may or may not be going on. Yeah, we have pretty dominant top control here.
Nice to see a wide array of schools. We've already seen Highland, Garces, Tehachapi, Del Oro, Arvin, South. A lot of different schools to pull from, a lot of different wrestling talent, a lot of different people that are invested, as Coach said, in this wrestling community that we call Kern County. There are a lot of different people, and I'm sure up in Delano and different places, there's still wrestling that is plenty in Kern County.
Yeah, it's been awesome trying to recruit. I get to, that's kind of the perk of my job is I get to get in all those other rooms,
Do you ever scrap it up with him there, Coach?
Man, I still try. I still try. Okay. The knees and the back aren't as youthful as they used to be. Still got some tricks up my sleeve, man.
Yeah, welcome to being a wrestling coach. Shoulders, necks, and knees back are gone, but
right.
you know what they're going to do before they do. So
I just heard one of two things. Coach. You basically said you're super duper old and you can't hang with these young guys anymore.
That's what you heard. That's what you heard.
Okay. I've seen Marky on the mat. That second part's not accurate.
15-1 lead right here is Santana Ugueas, dominating this match. Here, 106s on the first mat here at Centennial High School in the South Yosemite Conference Championships. If you're Isaiah Gonzalez, you're just trying to hold on and maybe get a little reversal, see what we can do.
Yeah, he's really struggled getting out of that bottom position, but we'll see what happens here in this last part of the second period.
I think that's kind of a telltale sign right there. Although I'm going to eat my words, he kind of bunched up underneath instead of keeping his hands in front, and he got drove off the mat. He needs to keep that head up and maybe get to a knee slide and clear those hands a little bit.
Yeah, the hand control is so important getting off bottom. You want to be able to clear those so you're not getting controlled. It's the first step here, but he does step up. Unfortunately, he's always looking for those tilts from top. We're always looking for the cradles from top. He's been doing a great job with the tilts, but you see him looking for that cradle too. So.
And at the end of the second period, Santana Uguayas is all over Isaiah Gonzalez, 15-1.
He tying that bar arm up. That's kind of been the story of the match right now.
This is the Kern High Network live stream of the South Yosemite Conference Championships. We're at 106s right now. Santana Uguayas taking a commanding 15-1 lead over Isaiah Gonzalez.
Gonzalez working from top, keeping the weight on, looking for a couple openings here. He's trying to make something happen, but might not be enough this late in the match.
There you go. He's got a boot in. Looking for that. Far side half.
Yeah, if he sinks his hips a little deeper, he'd be doing
a little better, yeah.
Right here, yeah. Mark, positioning is so important from that top spot.
Yeah, as soon as he adjusted, got those hips down, he's starting to work now.
Man, top might be his spot.
Uh-huh. Oh.
You got Coach Emmanuel Vasquez, who long time, I'm saying that now, but he's been in there a long time in that head coaching position. Only 5 head coaches in the history of South Iowa Wrestling. Joe C., Coach Fitzenreiter, Coach Walker, Coach Henderson, and Coach Sanchez. You like that right there? I know them all there. It's my South Iowa roots right there. I got that right there. I'll bring the history books out.
Yeah, Manny was a teammate of mine at Dickinson State University. A little bit of, traveling to his apartment, thrashing his apartment, and then going home.
And it's going to end in a pin where Santana Uguayas is able to dominate this match and get some points in there. And he is going to go to the finals. Is going to be Santana Uguayas of Arvin High School going against Levi Mazie. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Getting that last name right there, Frontier, who was placed at number 1 for this SYC championships. So, Coach, how are we looking going into next year? Who are we replacing? Are we bringing some more in? What do you need? What are some of the needs at BC we have? And I'm just saying this because we're going to have some kids that are going to watch this, rewatch this, and say, hey, I'm at that weight class. I'm going to go try and get out there. So what are some needs that you're looking at? What are some different weight classes and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're trying to get that roster as deep as we possibly can. Yeah. Junior college is a 2-year turnover. So, 2 years, and we're moving on. We have an 85% push rate to a 4-year school. Right now, we're definitely looking for a heavyweight. Corbin Hayes, who was a state finalist we talked about earlier. He's from Lompoc High School. He's moving on, taking his recruiting trips and those kind of things, we're losing a 165 spot from Grayson Hayes. They're brothers, so the brother combo always tends to come to be, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of areas we need to fill. We're fairly young, so we have some talent we can work with, but we definitely want to, get that roster, up to par.
As deep as you possibly can. Yeah, absolutely. So anyone watching this in the Kern County wrestling community, we're looking for depth. Renegade Wrestling. Encourage you to give Coach a call and give him an email and drop by the wrestling room every now and again, too, and just kind of have those conversations. It starts with, putting that effort forward, going there. You said Lompoc correctly. A lot of people call it Lompoc. They were a rival. I went to Rigetti High School and went against Lompoc. Yeah. So, yeah. If we're looking for linebacker, O-line types, come hit up Coach, and we go from there, too, as well. So.
Oh, yeah. One of my really good friends, Andrew Guzman, is right around Santa Maria
High School. Yeah, absolutely. No Andrew Guzman. Heard the name. So we've had, as Coach Weary mentioned, there are a few teams. And this is the one thing, it's just kind of that dynamic is every team's kind of unique. You got to look at your personnel, how they're feeling health-wise and all that stuff. So there are a few teams that opted out of this. Just keep their wrestlers fresh for the postseason as it's coming right around the corner. And we're looking at, Masters, and we're looking at Valley, we're looking at State, all that stuff coming up. So we understand, what I mean, that the need for people to stay maybe out of an event like this. It's so close. to the postseason. But so we've had a number of weight classes we're going to see go automatically straight through to the finals. But right here, we are going to go back to the girls wrestling, and I believe we're at 116s. And we are going to have Delia Robles from Liberty and Preston Rankin from Highland. And then on mat 1, looks like we have Daniel Parra from South and Alexander Marquez from Foothill. We're going to have to dance back around a little bit right there. That Marquez name that's out there that you talked about, your current wrestler that's on your squad right now. So we'll start this first period will be with the girls, and then the second period we're going to go to the guys and maybe come back to the girls, see where these end up going on right now. But in both mats right now we have 0-0 going on. About 10-second differential between the girls and the boys.
Got a shot attempt here for a takedown with the ladies on mat 2. Looks like they're about to be out of bounds. Yes, they are. Back to the middle.
I think it was synchronized that way because both the boys and the girls went out of bounds at the same spot, I believe. So Delia Robles from Liberty High School and Preston Rankin from Highland High School. A nice aggressive match early on, and it's Robles with 2 early points.
Yeah, she's looking right for that turn right now. She's not wasting any time. She's got that half in deep.
She's in,
and here we
really
go,
good
right
position.
to her back. Puts her hips down hard. Yep, there it is. There's the pin.
And that is Delia Robles with the pin. Coach, we talked about this early on as we go into Julian. We can go over to mat 1. We talked about this early on. The rapidly growing girls wrestling that's really taken landscape. And I know that BC, you guys have started to put your imprint into the girls wrestling scene. Tell us a little bit about your insight about girls wrestling, what you're looking for as a coach, all that stuff kind of moving forward.
Absolutely. So we the 3C2A just implemented women's wrestling as an emerging sport. We've recruited some women in there. The head coach has just taken over the program. Her name's Andrea Price. I'm helping out as, my technical term is liaison. But I'm an assistant
Aaron
coach.
Wary called himself when we brought girls wrestling over to Golden Valley. Aaron Wary was the liaison, right?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. Close enough.
Close enough.
But we just had our first data competition, which was actually a freestyle tournament. The girls are battling. We do have to kind of adjust because our 3C2A season will be folk style. Yeah. So coming out of high school, which is, it's got some good and bad elements to it. Coming out of high school, the women are used to wrestling folk style, So for the 3C2A, getting that 2 years underneath your belt for, the women's wrestling program, I think it's a seamless transition, So, but coming out of it, moving on to a 4-year, the rest of the nation, women's wrestling is freestyle.
That's really interesting, Coach. You look at that. That's always been kind of the argument where, when we look at the Olympics being freestyle, and then we went back and forth as a wrestling community in the U.S. about should we be doing freestyle at the upper level? Should we be doing it, as a regular season in the high school even? There's a lot of arguments there, and I see both sides of it. What's your opinion on that?
Oh, man, you're hitting me with the hard-hitting questions. I do have a bit of an opinion. I do think wrestling in general is wrestling. We can always teach good fundamental wrestling, whether it's folk style, freestyle, Greco. I do think at certain times transitioning, it doesn't necessarily help us on the world spectrum. On a world scale, it tends to, it's a bit of a jump. It's a bit of a transition, right? Which doesn't mean we can't do it because we have had some huge success. But I do think the rest of the world does it. It wouldn't be too bad for us to, continue to push freestyle. I love folk style wrestling. I mean, the top position and being able to get your valued points to turn somebody and those kind of things I think are imperative to staying competitive in folk style. So, yeah, it's a push-pull position. I advocate for freestyle, though. I do think with the outlook of trying to stay, in the sport with some longevity, we probably need to do some more, hard pushes towards the freestyle season.
Kyle Wiley here. I'm with two of the biggest wrestling nerds I've ever been around, and I really appreciate their insight. They offer a lot of stuff that goes on here. We're on mat 1 right now where Daniel Parra has taken a 4-3 lead over Alexander Marquez. A lot of different moving parts going on here. There was an escape right here. It's very tightly contested. Wrestlers look very, very similar. Thoughts on this early thoughts on this Marquez-Parra matchup on mat 1?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of these matches are going to be close just because of the level that we have here. Most of these kids have seen each other throughout the season, so they're going to be a little more cautious, especially with the postseason around the corner. Some of these matches are going to determine some seeding later on. So this is a valuable match right here, 3-4, close 1 point going into the third. You got 2 minutes. If you're that 1 point behind, you got to get going.
4-3. Daniel Parra taking that lead over Alexander Marquez. On the other two mats, looks like we're going at 121s all the way around for the girls. So we'll get to those at the conclusion of this match between Alexander Marquez of Foothill, Daniel Parra of South. Coach, I'd ask who you're going for, but I think you'd show bias to one of your current wrestlers right here. Would you? No, I don't know.
Oh man, I got to stay bipartisan a little bit. We're still recruiting it.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Both Marquez and they've both been in the BC wrestling room over the summer.
Yeah.
We harking back to what Coach Weary just said. They see each other all the time. So they know each other's positions. They know what each other likes to go to. And right now it's a really close match, 4-4.
Mat 2, we have a pin with the ladies.
It's Vanessa Folkrog of Liberty High School with the pin, so she'll get the victory right here. We're still on mat 1 right now where Alexander Marquez and Daniel Parra are locked with 56 seconds left, 4-4. I was just corrected. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. This is mat 3. Sometimes you go left or right. Sometimes you go right to left, but we're going to do the best we can and go on there.
You weren't wrong. In a normal setup, it's usually left to right. That would normally be mat 1, but I don't want people that are watching confused when they're looking at the camera.
I am correct with the names. We have Alexander Marquez, Daniel Parra, 33 seconds left to go.
This could go into overtime if we don't get a score here in the next 25 seconds.
Oh. I think you forced that a little bit. You got to back out.
Yep. You got to get moving those feet. Get off those knees and get your feet moving.
15 seconds to go.
And this is an exciting one. Face-to-face here, 10 seconds. Again, one wrestler on knee. Got to get up and get after it. I think they both look.
Yep, little content to go into OT.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say. You took the words out of my mouth, Coach. They are ready to go.
Again, we're at the South Yosemite Conference Championships. On mat 3, the camera is looking at Alexander Marquez and Daniel Parra. That has just gone into overtime. I imagine there's a sudden death component that goes on this.
One attempt on a shot, backed out, nothing yet.
I think Marquez has got to close the gap.
Yeah.
Parra's kind of content to wrestle from that space.
Yeah, get in that pocket, get you set up, and get after that takedown. Looking for some misdirection there, but nothing yet. 22 seconds left.
And out of bounds, 20 seconds left to go. Still deadlock, 4-4. Exciting matchup. It looks like we got a pin over here at the 121. It is Elisa Velasco Garcia with the pin.
Win for Highland.
We are still with the boys, 120. Daniel Parra, Alexander Vasquez. If I'm Andon Beldo, Centennial, you're enjoying this because you're sitting watching these guys get tired right now, and you're going to be fresh as can be.
Yeah. They're going after it here.
I bet Andon say, hey, keep going. Go to quadruple overtime if you can't.
I would say I think most of these wrestlers here are seasoned up, most of them had had multiple matches, throughout the season in one day, so.
Yeah, if you're here and you've already been at that point where you're placing at tournaments, overtime is what you should be ready for at all times. This is not new to these guys. They should be in shape and ready. This postseason is right around the corner, and if they're not in shape at this level, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, one too many candy canes over Christmas break is what that tells you right here. Marquez is going to start at the bottom position, try to get that escape point early on. Parr is going to try and hold on, make sure he doesn't escape.
Oh, hook shot.
Little reversal.
There you go.
Got the point. Doesn't look like it's sudden death. So that is Marquez with the escape. As we get on 10 seconds right now, it's got to be a move from Parra.
Yeah, I would like to see a little more aggression on his part getting after that point, but that's it.
Like that, got to be depleting for Daniel Parra, who wrestled a good match.
I think it's double overtime.
Yeah, going double overtime.
We got another 30 seconds.
Another 30 seconds. I'm jumping the gun right here. I apologize to the family of Daniel Parra. It won't happen again.
Yeah.
Andon Beldo is still enjoying this moment right here because another overtime that goes in there. And they're going to get it down. It looks like they're going to go 30 seconds on these overtimes.
Coach Weary hit the nail on the head. These guys have seen each other over and over and over again. It's going to be a really close match, and basically comes down to who has the bigger heart and who wants to get it done.
Yeah, a lot of times on these matches, it's who doesn't make mistakes, and who sometimes is more aggressive. These guys have been wrestling on the edge of the mat all night, and, the guys that are really pushing and trying to get those scores at the end, you're looking, is that guy stalling? That's what we're looking for.
Parr is going to start on the bottom, try to get that one-point escape, try to even this back up. And Marquez is looking just to hold on.
Yeah, he's staying on him white on rice here. He's got 9 seconds here to hang on.
Oh, yeah, he's not going nowhere. Keep that position.
Hangs on that leg.
Where's the count?
Hanging on that leg. And it appears the Foothill crowd right to the left of us because they got a big celebration right here. But, clap
really
up for Daniel
match.
Parra. He really hung on and battled all the way through. Got to be disappointed going into overtime. But Alexander Marquez is going to come out on top. If we can go to mat number 2 as we circle back to 126, it looks like it's Camila Martinez of Del Oro going against Anita Flores of East High. Again, good for Del Oro as they're coming on. And, Coach, I know you're looking at another high school, some more talent coming your way.
Awesome.
Hey, keep building it up. Because we churn out about 2,600 at each school in the Kern High School district. So that's more opportunities to get more wrestlers coming your way.
And the district, the city keeps growing. Keeps growing.
Not slowing down anytime soon.
I do want to give a shout-out to Coach Weary. We haven't got to talk
it's been a minute.
since Jonathan Hunter came through our room.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan Hunter was a 2-time 3C2A state champion for us in 2019 and 2021. So he did an excellent job. He's that man is going to be hard to replace. Held the pin record for the 2021 season. Cradle monster.
Yeah.
That's all due to Coach Weary.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, that was something, especially coming out of Iowa. Cradles were my thing, and we hammered him hard, and he's one of those guys that just jumped on it, man. And I've seen him cradle kids that thought they'd never get pinned in their life, and for some of them never got pinned in the season until they ran against him. So, yeah, no, I appreciate it. He's a fun kid to watch at all levels.
So I want to make a correction. That's Ruby Ortega of Centennial High School is going up against Camila Martinez. I want to make sure we have the right in there. And it is going to be Ruby Ortega walking away with the pin, 126 pounds. I'm going to limit the comments on Coach Weary because I don't want his head to get too big on here, too, as well. I got to work with him every single day. So.
Yeah.
But I like that. I like the nicknames. Cradle Monster is definitely a good one that comes in there. So moving right along at the SYC South Yosemite Championships. Coach, if you get Brad Hull, I'm going to put 3 wrestlers on the mic right now. I think they're sick of listening to a guy like me. So we're going to put Brad on the mic. I'm going to take a little break, and then we're going to rotate back and forth. We got Justin Roberts from Stockdale that is here.
First time.
Brad, I'm going to have you come over here. Coach, I'm going to give this to you right here. Brad Hull, Aaron Weary, and Coach at BC is going to take over.
Coach Austin right there. Did he drop some wisdom on you guys there? Did he give
Bro.
you some? There you go. Huh?
Yeah, all the gold nuggets coming from Coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
No, what a great opportunity for us to get in here and talk about wrestling. As any wrestling fan out there or coach or former coach knows, this sport is so important, and once you fall in love with it, man, you know, Brad, we can sit here and talk for hours about wrestling.
I mean, how exciting is this? You get to win a guitar, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys touched on that a minute ago, but when do you ever get a chance to win a guitar? I don't even play the guitar, but I'd love to have one, you know?
Well, and you know, these big tournaments where they're always looking, hey, we got this medal, we got this trophy, we got, you know, we got a belt, you know, and, of course, you know, the cowboy hat. That's one of the biggest
headbands,
ones. But, yeah, you know, this you know, and shout out to Stan Green for, you know, kind of coming up with this at the beginning and putting it all together and making it work, because it's a big deal. And those are things, you know, you tell your kids about, you know, when they start wrestling.
Exactly, yeah. No one can touch the guitar in the house, you know what I mean? Yeah. You win it, no one can touch it. Don't touch that guitar.
We're not playing it, bro. You
it's
just
for looking,
look at it. You can take a picture with it, but that's about it.
Go buy the $300 case on Amazon and go hang it up, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they didn't have the guitars and the belts back in our day.
I know. We got ribbons back in my day. Come on. I got a participation ribbon. Come on.
Yeah, actually, I think you placed in a couple tournaments, and it was just a good job.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I wrestled, 2 people got their hand raised, me and the other guy, you know?
All right, I'm at 3 here in the for the guys in the 220 bracket.
Yeah, it looks like you got East High School right there. You got East High School, and you got
in Stockdale.
Stockdale, yep.
So got Bradley Taylor from Stockdale, Joshua Joven from East.
Yeah, I think
Taylor out to an early lead with a 3-0 lead here.
So they're just flying through this first round. Yeah, I don't know how many matches there was, maybe 4 or 5.
And then for the ladies, we just missed 131. What's going on?
Cadence Boyd just with a pin, I believe, from Garces. Cadence Boyd right there was in the middle mat, and she punched her ticket to the finals.
Fantastic.
Yeah, she ended up beating Roxy Guerra of Highland, so she's going to meet up with Sands of Golden Valley in the finals.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Cadence just continues to get better and better. You know, top wrestling, on her feet. She's very fun to watch.
Yeah, she plays second at Napa, which is a huge girls tournament. For those that don't know, that's a big deal. And 7th at Queen of the Hill, also another big tournament.
Looks like the bell's going to save this guy right here in the first round. It's going to be the end of the first period.
So 5-0 going into the second on mat 3.
Oh, Bradley Taylor, 5-0, huh? He's a beast. I don't know. I just made it up, but still. He's winning 5-0. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. Brad's the guy in the C meeting. Hey, my kid's tough as nails, bro. He's tough as nails.
Yeah. He's going to win this thing. I don't even know who's wrestling in the finals if he does win. Let's see. How about the guys that are getting guitars with only one guy in the weight class, huh? How about that one? All you got to do is weigh in. I love that.
I don't.
That's my kind of bracket right there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's Bradley. I'm telling you, it's the name.
Yeah, right.
Here it goes. That's it.
Right to his back, and that's all she wrote on mat 3.
So Bradley's going to meet up with, who's he going to meet up with then? That's going to be Nathan Hernandez of Miramonte in the finals.
There you go.
And that was probably they have one more heavyweight match, right?
Winner from Stockdale High School, Bradley Taylor.
Get to watch North High School coming up.
We had kind of talked earlier about this tournament and maybe some teams kind of opting out and saving their wrestlers and those kind of things. And we've been in that position many a times, so I do understand it. But I also feel like this is an excellent venue. It showcases and it highlights Kern County wrestling. So winning a guitar, I definitely think they're missing out.
Yeah, I think, Coach, part of that too is maybe the match count so late in the year. You know what I mean?
That's
I think
true too.
I think that a lot of people that are real close, some of the match count, they're hitting that 40 rule. So I think, but now you see what kind of showcase this is, and as a coach, maybe you plan ahead and you save 2 or 3 matches, or 2 matches at least. And
yeah, Mat 2, we got a big win there for Foothill. Isabella Maldonado with the pin.
It looks like we have Highland and East High on mat number 1 over there. That's Rachel Ramos and Anella Allison, I think.
Off to a 2-0 lead in the first period.
That might be it right there.
Right
Let's
to
see.
the back, yeah. If she can hang on here and put the pressure on. She's got 37 seconds, and there it is.
And there goes those heavyweights over there, North High School. Yeah, so there's Mrs. Ramos punching her ticket to the finals. I think she's going to meet up with Isabella Maldonado at Foothill.
So jumping over to mat 3, we got the big boys here. David Chavez from North.
I believe it's Miramonte. It looks like it's Henry Torres. He's running that. Looks like if he can just get his chest underneath, he's going to be able to get him over. He got plenty of time left.
Yeah, that 2-0 lead, he's on top, and he's putting the pressure on.
He had
Bailed on that, but let's see if he goes this half, see what happens here.
Yeah, he has that power half. If he can just lift that arm up a little bit, he's going to be able to take him over.
All right, Coach. I'm going to keep Brad up here, but, Coach, I know you got your daughter's birthday, right?
Oh, absolutely,
going on right now.
Man. Yeah.
I just want to shake your hand right now. I appreciate you coming out here, being a part of this, and we'll keep that going. I know you'd be out here all day, and I know your wife would probably kill you a little bit if you miss out on your daughter's birthday.
You guys already got me, man.
Yeah, we already got you right there.
You guys got me out here. 100% appreciate the time. It's an excellent venue, and yeah, I'm probably in trouble right now.
Hey, so Coach,
14 years old. She's 14 years old today.
All right, Coach.
Happy birthday.
Hey, I really do appreciate you coming out here, giving your insight, talking about BC Renegade Wrestling. I'm a fan right now. Just don't beat me up in the wrestling room, okay? I'll get out there one time.
We don't make any promises.
Okay, sounds good. All right. That is the coach of our Renegade Wrestling.
Man.
Thank you for being here, Coach. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, Coach Austin, that's a great thing, and I love that he's out here. And I feel like all of our, local coaches should be out here supporting. But he does a great job of getting out here, and he's real personable with all the kids. And I think that's why he gets a great opportunity to have, some of these kids in the room that, might not be at that D1 level yet, but it gives them an opportunity to kind of lead up to that. Or they might be in that D1 level and have some great situation. Whatever the case may be, he does a great job of getting those kids in there and getting them out there and wrestling. And, it's a good opportunity.
And if I would have said anything, he'd be here all broadcast.
All right.
So,
he's loving it.
Hey, he's loving it.
Yeah.
Hey, you can tell right there. But I was like, I got my kid's birthday coming up on Friday, so I got to make sure it's like, hey, we got to take care of that.
He did tell me the other day when we reached out to him. I said, hey, you think you can come out? And he's like, well, I got to ask the wife first. That. I was like, of course, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
He's like, this is my kid's birthday, but you can tell he just loves it. He's a student of the sport. He wrestled himself. He had a lot of success. He also has really been doing great things at BC, and I'm sure you guys talked a little bit about that with him. But he's really got that program moving in the right direction. And I think with the addition of the girls, it's just going to be phenomenal for the city of Bakersfield. So
that is the voice of Brad Hull, assistant principal at Highland High School, former Foothill High School wrestling coach for about 40 or 50 years.
Yeah,
he is about 102.
That's right, yeah.
And then we have Aaron Weary, probably the same decade that they went on there. The original OG head wrestling coach at Golden Valley High School. I say the same about Brad, but I don't want to be too mean with him as we go on there. We are going to go to mat 1, actually, and we are going to look at Bianca Gonzalez from West High School that is going up against Alessandra Alvarado from Highland, and this should be a good one. Bianca Gonzalez is the 4 seed. Alessandra is the 1 seed. Good to see. We're going to try and diversify these mats so we get a little bit of all the schools. We just saw in the heavyweights Henry Torres go down to David Chavez on the boys' side of things. All the boys' finals have been set. We're just going to focus on the girls on mat number 2, and we're not there right now. But on mat number 2, we do have Jocelyn Byers and April Cuevas, but we're staying on that mat number 1. We're at 0-0.
I've seen Alessandra wrestle a number of times, being that she's at Highland. And she's so aggressive. She's going to go out there and attack. You're going to see her at a relentless pace of just keep on going and looking for the fall.
should be noted, Jocelyn Byers of Centennial High School got early 2 points on mat 2, so I'll kind of pay attention to that, go back and forth a little bit. Julian's going to stay on mat number 1. I'm Kyle Wiley here with Aaron Weary and Brad Hull.
It's a nice mat over there, huh? I haven't seen that one. That nice Centennial. A little change of colors there, huh? Decided to incorporate a little black and gold and red in there. It's a big mat, though. It's nice.
Yeah, looks good.
So we know for the finals, are they going to break down one of the mats and probably just run 2?
I think they're going to go two mat style. When
2
they
mat
get down.
style and break
Yep.
it down? That's good. Good chance to showcase all the wrestlers.
Man,
And the crowd's getting a little bigger, too. Coach Weary, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was going to say that body lock she had on mat 1, man, I thought that was going to the mat, but luckily it backed out, and now we're back on our feet. 47 seconds looking for that first takedown of the match.
Yeah, Bianca's doing a good job of fighting inside position and really fending off all of her attacks. She got that inside tie on the right side, and she's doing a good job. Good job of covering the head and getting her hips back. She just needs to get off her knees and try to circle here.
While Coach Weir and Coach Hull look at mat 1, I'm looking at mat 2. And I know it's off camera, but Jocelyn Byers picks up 2 more points. She's up 4-1 against April Cuevas. Still 0-0 on mat 1, though, between Bianca Gonzalez and Alessandra Alvarado from Highland High School. First time we've seen a West High wrestler come out here. It's nice to see every school get represented within the Kern High School district and beyond. We've seen Garces and Tehachapi be involved in this as well.
Yeah, and Bakersfield Christian started the program this year as well. I know they might not be represented here tonight, but this is the first year they came back in a number of years having a program, which is good.
So both mats in the first period, and we're going to pick up in the second period.
I think they got the clock wrong. There you go, 2 minutes on that one.
Yeah. Going neutral to start the second period on mat 1.
You know, Brad, you are right. At 1:43, we did have Bella Thomas of Bakersfield Christian become
there you go.
the South Yosemite Valley League champion. So,
yeah,
do have some talent coming in all over Bakersfield.
You know, Brad, I know you coach the boys, but as a boys and girls coach for me, you notice this year where the girls are not wearing the old school hair caps, which, you know, has kept kind of things moving. We're not stopping every couple minutes to, you know, adjust those and whatever. So that's an interesting rule change that we're seeing here. You know, pre-COVID, there's a different situation, but.
Yeah, those head covers would always take a little time. There's a nice little hip toss by.
Right to her back.
Yeah, by Alvarado. It looks like she has her in trouble. Bianca in trouble with about a minute left. She's able to roll off her back.
Alessandra Alvarado with another 3-point near fall. Extended her lead just like that in a matter of seconds, up 5-0.
And Coach Hall, I know you always did a great job of coaching your guys about, you know, wrestling on the edge of the mat. And that's super important here in this match where, you know, she was on her backs, still fighting off, and now at least got an opportunity here.
Yeah, it's a tale of two positions. I mean, obviously, if you're the bottom person, if you're Bianca, you definitely want to get off the mat and get a fresh start so you can start on your base and work your way up. And then the exact opposite, if you're, you know, Alessandra, where you want to use that and make sure she doesn't get out of bounds and try to fight, keep her in bounds. So it's kind of always the battle of what position you're in, whether you're on top or bottom, and using that to your advantage. It's all about position, and it's all about situational wrestling.
A lot of wrestling happened tonight. South Yosemite Conference Championships. A lot of athletic directors, a lot of coaches, a lot of people in the greater wrestling and Bakersfield community coming out to support this wonderful event tonight.
Yeah, it's a nice crowd tonight. I'm glad to see as much wrestling as it happens all the time in Bakersfield. We have so many schools involved. It's great to see all the fans come out and support these young people.
Yeah, shout out to Centennial for hosting it. You know, I don't know if this is the first time it's been at Centennial. I know in the past it was at North High School pre-COVID and stuff like that, but they got a beautiful gym here and able to get the mats down. And it is interesting what you said, Coach, that back in the day it seemed like there'd be so much time taken with the hair stuff. Remember it'd be like, man, but now that you mentioned it, I look around, there's no one really taking time out or adjusting anything. It's just wrestling as usual.
Well, and we're old enough to, before you had to secure your laces.
Yes.
The old, I'm tired. I better undo my lace real quick.
Yeah, that's old school trick, yeah. Just reach down, kind of pull on those laces out, let the ref know,
Yeah.
Or the whole magic, let me wipe for blood, look, show them even though there's nothing on my finger.
I would agree with both of you guys. You're both old. So that's good right there. So
Facts.
Facts going on there. We're on mat number 1 where Alessandra Alvarado is taking a commanding 7-0 lead over Bianca Gonzalez, and Jocelyn Byers on mat 2 is a 4-1 lead over April Cuevas as they're going to head into the third period here shortly.
Yeah, it could be over here. She was able to do a nice little power half and kind of roll her over, but Bianca did a good job just rolling through. So she did get near fall, but it's going to be a matter of if she can adjust and come back.
And one thing to note with the ladies, too, is the way that they're – there's the pin. There it is.
Alessandra Alvarado.
Yeah, that happens all the time to me. I say one thing.
Yeah, I was going to say –
it's hard to get a pin, right? Yeah.
It is. For the ladies,
flexible.
The way they are more flexible than the guys, it is hard to get a pin, but she got it done right there.
Yeah.
Alessandra Alvarado with the pin will be going to the finals, and she's waiting to see who she's going to go with. Is it April Cuevas of Foothill, who currently is in a 6-1 bind against Jocelyn Byers, as our main man, Julian Wilson, is on the camera tonight. Julian and I have been through a lot of games and a lot of filming together. Dear friend to look at. I'm just excited to be here tonight, that we could be right along. His legendary daughter at Stockdale, who is a world-class sprinter and hurdler. We'll talk about that a little later on, my main man, so we'll go from there. But excited to have him here with us. All Jocelyn Byers on mat 2 as we near a minute left in this third period. 160 pounds. Alessandra Alvarado, currently ranked number 1, showed it on her pin, is waiting to see who she's going to see in the finals for the guitar.
Yeah, I think we're going to be able to see some drillers coming up here, too, in the next round. We have a couple of BHS girls coming up, facing off with Golden Valley, I think, in West High and Centennial. So 160, 170-pound matches should be coming up, and they're going to be exciting.
To the listening audience, Mr. Weary and myself will try to be as neutral as possible when we're calling Golden Valley.
Go for Golden Valley. There you go.
We may throw out a little bias our way. We're proud of our kids. We love our campus and our community, so we're just excited to see some of our student athletes be a part of such a wonderful event.
Bulldog strong, huh? Is that what you guys are? Bulldog strong.
Every time, every day.
There you go.
And it appears that Jocelyn Byers, she's nearing 10 seconds to finish this third period in the 160-pound or 150 pounds.
Yeah, April Cuevas is doing a good job of not getting turned. She's fighting off every attack that Byers is throwing at her from top, and she didn't get turned, but she got taken down a couple times. But she put up a good match. It was a good, well fought match with her, and Byers is going to actually move on to the finals. So
in 150 pounds, we are going to see the top two, Alessandra Alvarado and Jocelyn Byers, compete for that guitar. And we're moving on. We're going to stick with the girls. It's going to be 160 pounds. We're probably going to have two mats going on here. Alexander Castro, Golden Valley, will go against Centennial, Joanna Liberal. They just went against each other not too long ago at senior night at Golden Valley High School, where Liberal came up victorious over Alexander Castro. And then we are going to see Alexa Gomez and Sarah Sandoval, mat number 2. Brad Hull, Aaron Weary, Kyle Wiley on the mic tonight. Great listening to our head wrestling coach at Bakersfield College. Thank you, Brad, for bringing them out, giving us insight. And I would encourage any wrestler in Kern County that's watching this broadcast, want to know more about that, please reach out to Bakersfield College and show your inquiry. They're growing, guys and girls. That's so great to hear that girls wrestling is really starting to get going at Bakersfield College, especially for a lot of girls may hesitant to go out of town to go to college and all that stuff. There's an opportunity here in town post-high school to go wrestle.
Yeah, something I wanted to ask Coach, and I don't know if he touched on it with you guys or not, but I know the boys' wrestling season's in the fall,
Yeah.
So for us true wrestling fans, we get to watch them wrestling during football season, but that's our season as well there. But when are the girls
going? I like
going?
how you call it football season.
Sorry. I love football too, but still wrestling first. But so during wrestling, did he talk about that? Did he say when the girls are going to be going or no? Are they the same time, I wonder, as the boys going in the collegiate level? Or?
He did say it was offset, but I don't remember
Oh,
exactly what dates they're looking at.
Okay. I wonder if they're going to come in the winter or they're going to go to the spring, I wonder.
So on mat 2, we have Alexa Gomez going against Sarah Sandoval. And that has already gotten started. Alexander Castro, Golden Valley, and Joanna Liberal of Centennial are getting ready to go on mat 1. But right now it looks like it's all Alexa Gomez taking it to Sarah Sandoval.
She was quick on that takedown, and she already went to that power half where she's really trying to shove that head down, and then as soon as an arm comes up, you start digging in there and trying to work that power half.
She needs to get off to the side. Yep. As
She's running
scripted,
those
there she
feet.
goes. Yep, gets to the side and gets that pressure on.
Running those feet.
Biggest thing, she needs to take that wrist out, you know what I mean? Because Sarah can just keep on posting with her right arm. She's going to try to bar that up if she can. Bar that up, get her body out to the side, and then run it. Sarah Sandoval's doing a good job of getting to her feet, though.
Over on mat 1, you got Joanna Liberal with a 2-point takedown. Sorry, Coach Weary, cutting you off on there. So, we're looking at, we're getting distracted right now, kind of all over the place.
And there goes Gomez, and that's it. And just like we said, power half.
No, just what you said exactly, Kyle, is that she got that takedown, looking for the pin right away. Off to an early 2-0 lead.
You got Liberal doing the same thing on mat 1. Take down to a power half. She's going to try to get her under her shoulder right there, keep circling the head, and she has plenty of time. That's the thing.
Joanna Liberal currently taking the lead 4-0 over Alexander Castro. Mat 2, we just saw Alexa Gomez take it to Sarah Sandoval on a pin, get the victory. So she's going to wait the winner of this match right now to see who's going to be playing for that illustrious guitar. The finals, we're going to do the best we can to get as many, kind of go back and forth. Guy, girl, we'll do the best we can to get back and forth the matchups and all that. We want to key on some critical ones, some state placers that we can be able to see. So bear with us here. We'll do the best we can with the one camera that we have so we can go from there. 30 seconds left to go in this first period.
Does a good job of Alexandra getting to her feet. She really did a good job getting to her feet. Liberal brought her back down, but she just needs to keep working back up to her feet and fighting those hands. She's building up to her base, and then she just needs to get one foot up, and she'll be good. Her biggest thing is going to run to the clock with only 20 seconds.
Yeah, she was able to get up quick, but like you said, just a matter of the hand control.
Yeah,
She's so
almost
speed
out.
moving, she could get out.
Yep.
But back to her stomach.
Yeah, that's going to eat up the clock.
And we're closing in on 5 seconds. Can Liberal close it out? Such a difference if you don't have to go another period. And
she will pick up the near fall, but not the pin.
Gets the 7 points. And for Castro.
Don't go down, Castro.
Hey, can she battle back off this? But here's the thing. Liberal's got to go a whole nother matchup. And Alexa Gomez is like, hey, this is we talked about that conditioning. We talked about that. But every second matters when you're looking at that.
That's why I probably would have went top, because you don't know this is going the next round. And now you knew you didn't want to go down, but you gave them by deferring the opportunity to go top. Yeah. So you're still back in the same spot you didn't want to be. But, I mean, she's doing a good job getting to her feet. But,
here we go. Roll it through.
Another roll it through. There you go.
No control there. But exciting to watch and a good opportunity. She knows it's there now, so this is going to be an opportunity. We'll see what she does here on the whistle. But if she goes to that same situation, she could come out on top.
Flip the script on her. Yeah, there you go. Rolled right through.
Control the aggression right there. Joanna Liberal's got to be. She can't go too crazy where she loses sight of it. She just got to maintain that control and that possession as she maintains that 7-0 lead.
Liberal's doing a good job of breaking her down flat. She does a good job. She knows that she doesn't need to worry about the turn. Break her down flat, and then from flat, then you can work with the turn.
Yeah, she's doing a good job. Along with that, controlling the hips, which is a huge thing of it.
And here it goes on the other side. She's going to try to dig that underhook on the right-hand side and see what she can do.
She's got a cradle opportunity there if she looks for it. Big step over.
Took her over, yeah.
Getting the near fall and looking for the pin. There it is.
And they give the pin to Joanna Liberal of Centennial High School. We'll be taking on Alexa Gomez in 160 pounds for the battle for that guitar. As we go to 170 pounds, We are going to have two mats again.
See, that's where I would have tried to win top. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
Just try to get your licks in. If you, I'm not saying you could have done anything, but still,
Give
put yourself
an
in a
opportunity.
position that you haven't been getting dominated in. Yeah, but great match by Liberal.
Coach Camino, Coach Bruno doing a great job with the girls wrestling program. Work hard day in and day out, trying to continue that brand. Some of the early work that Aaron Weary did way back in the day, getting things going.
Well, and to go back to what Coach Austin said about the girls, when I started the program for the girls at Golden Valley, one of those things was I was getting calls from colleges just looking to fill lineups. They had new programs, and I would get calls, hey, Coach, you got some girls? Yeah, absolutely. Are they any good? Coaches didn't really. They just need to fill bodies to get those teams started and get to where they are now. Now, of course, they're getting the best girls in the nation and doing a great job of raising women's wrestling up. But yeah, early on is make sure you get a girl in that weight class. And what a great opportunity for our young ladies to go to school and get a scholarship. We have so many girls that went from Golden Valley on to college and getting it paid for. That's the greatest opportunity you can have.
Getting that college education, for doing something you enjoy. The opportunity's there. The opportunity's there for all these girls.
Two legends of Kern County Wrestling, Aaron Weary and Brad Hull. I'm going to give you a different celebratory name throughout the course of this every time I say, but I do appreciate the insight. We're on mat 2 right now that we're looking at 170 pounds. We have Alondra Martinez with Iris Medina of BHS against West High. On mat 1, we have Julissa Perez of Miramonte going against Addison Rodriguez of Centennial. So we got, again, I really like this a lot, the diversity, and just like that, Julissa Martinez.
Big headlock.
Yep.
Yeah, put it right to her
Getting
back.
down there, displaying some athleticism at 170 pounds.
And I like that one on
She's
mat 2.
trying to
Both those girls are very physical, and they're going after each other, which you like to see for West High and the BHS girl.
And I know we're watching mat 2 right now on the camera, but Julissa Perez and Miramonte is trying to hold on for the pin, and she does get it, and she'll be going on to the finals. Is going to go back to mat number 2, where we have Alondra Martinez of West High and Iris Medina. One of those two will be taking on Julissa Perez, who I would say looked very impressive tonight right off the bat, showing some aggression.
I'd say watch out for the headlock in the finals. You know what I mean? She came right out there and she tossed that thing. So if I'm either BHS or West High, if I'm doing any scouting, I'd be like, watch that headlock.
2 points awarded to Alondra Martinez.
She wasted no time getting that takedown right to that pin.
She knew what she wanted and she got it.
Good control of the ankle here on mat 2.
Whoa. So she's going to put herself in a bad position. But
She's stuck on that ankle.
Yeah. She's got her leg trap right there, but she's really trying to just muscle her over. I think she's going to give up 2 right there.
2 reversal. Now we tied it up 2-2. Last seconds of the first period.
It is Alondra Martinez and Iris Medina tied 2-2. Miss Medina from BHS, Martinez from West. Brad, I'm going to talk to you a second. We're looking at high school. We've done a number of high school. Brad, you and I had an experience in January where we were able to watch Cal State Bakersfield go against the University of Michigan, do the live stream broadcast there. The top of the top, and then we're here at high school, but we have a number of kids in Kern County that can rise to that level to get to those next levels. And I know CSUB, we talk with the coaches there and all that. They're excited about the local talent they could possibly bring in there. Albert Urias of Ridgeview High School, all these guys that we've kind of seen in broadcast as we are seeing Alondra Martinez.
She needs to get off her knees a little bit, put a little bit more weight, and then she's going to get that pin right here. There it is. It's going to be a good matchup between her and the Miramonte girl here in the finals.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to watch.
So we are going to have Alondra Martinez and Julissa Perez will be in the 170 pound. Coach Weary, Coach Hull, you guys have been around wrestling a long time. You've seen that. What's the status of the sport right now? Where are we looking at? I know we talked about the explosion of girls' sports. Still very popular all up and down the central section in particular. You got to say the central section is the cream of the crop of wrestling in California.
Yeah, a lot of tough kids out here. Hey, and the great opportunity we have in Bakersfield of, hosting the state tournament here, you're going to see all that talent. You're going to see all the, parents and supporters, and, we fill up that arena pretty well every year, and that goes to show how popular wrestling still is. And like you said, with the girls coming on, that makes a huge difference. That, we're just doubling how many kids are involved, and therefore doubling the fans. It's a great opportunity, and we have so many kids that are out here in Kern County doing it and showing how tough the Central section is.
I think another phenomenon we've talked about in past broadcasts we've looked at, it's kind of coincidental, the growth of UFC. We also see the growth of wrestling, too, because a lot of the best UFC guys are what? Good wrestlers, good takedown, good on the ground and all that stuff. So
it just provides for a good foundation, or a good base for all UFC, the mixed martial arts, really. I mean, when you get that wrestling, because wrestling takes so many years to really get a good feel for, But once you get that, then you can start implementing the boxing and the kickboxing and the jiu-jitsu. But it's a great foundation for all kids, no matter what you decide to get into.
Yeah, and you see how many of the, you go down the weight classes and who has the belt and what their background is. And, wrestling has been very successful. And that's a big thing, too, because for so many years we never had, quote-unquote, a pro level to go to, Our thing was always high school, college, and then if you're in that top, however many, 10%, you go on to the Olympics. But that was it. You were not making money from wrestling.
No.
As opposed to, like a soccer or basketball or football where, they have the NBA and NFL and so on. So it's a great opportunity for our young people to kind of find that next level where they can get paid to do something they love.
Absolutely. Voice of Aaron Weary, Brad Hull. On mat number 1, it looks like we have Graciela Lemus of East High going against Gianna Chavez of Ridgeview. And
quick takedown by Gianna. Yeah, she got on that single. Just kind of.
Are they going to give her points? They can call her out of bounds.
Yeah.
Gianna is an honorable mention in the section, so she's been doing some good things throughout the season.
I will say whoever is the winner right here has got to go against number 1, Naomi Roby at State. So that's going to be a tall tale to look at.
Yeah.
Thought she had the takedown, but they must have called it out of bounds. So.
Called her out of bounds. 1 minute to go in this first period. Graciela Lemus of East going against Gianna Chavez.
It looks like we're going to have another mat going as well. I thought that was the last one, but maybe they have a late entry here.
Late entry from Centennial High School.
There you go.
Hopefully we have a name, but it looks like it's going to be Brianna Alvarado.
From Highland. Per usual at a wrestling tournament, after weigh-in, some things do change.
Yeah. Looks like Gianna's going to get this takedown right here. There's 2.
Some things change, like Coach Weary and Coach Hull are going to do. Get it out on the mat for the. What are you guys at now? I don't want to say weights over there.
Jeez, I'd be heavyweight now. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think we're in the same weight class.
Heavyweight now. Come on. I'm wrestling for a guitar pick nowadays.
Not a guitar. Here we go.
Yeah.
We just get a pack of strings, guitar strings. That's it.
Here goes that power half.
Gianna Chavez has
Lemus
Lemus in a tough. Really sinking that head down as we're nearing the end of this first period. And like that.
If I'm Gianna, I'm going top.
Be Gianna Chavez up 2-0 going into the second period.
Top. Do it. No, don't defer.
Defer.
And the girl goes down anyway. That kills me.
So,
I can't help myself. Because here comes the power half. I guarantee it. You watch.
Problem solved here, yeah.
Oh, she's going to let her come to her feet?
Ooh,
wow, okay.
Maybe she needs a little
workout.
On her feet
Yeah, before she gets a little match over here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's 220s, right?
Yeah.
We do have Brianna Alvarado, who just got 2 points and appears to get a pin from a young gal from Centennial High School that I think was a late entry.
Yeah.
Looks like we're 189s on mat number 1. That is Graciela Lemus of East High and Gianna Chavez of Ridgeview. So Brianna Alvarado will be taking on Skylar Bruno of Golden Valley High School, who's had a good season so far. And it is all Gianna Chavez on mat number 1, up 4-1.
Yeah, just like Coach Hall called, looking for that power half. She's working the head pretty well. Found an opening. Here we go.
She's going to walk that head.
Elbow up and right to it.
And that's going to be all she wrote, I think.
Gianna Chavez dominates, and they're going to call the pin. So the mat tape is getting pulled out from mat number 2. As Gianna Chavez takes the win on mat number 1. We're going to go down to 2 mats.
And so they just wrestled the final match, right? They're not doing the other semifinal ones or anything like that? Yeah, okay.
We're going straight to the finals right here.
It's all about the guitar now. It's all about the guitar.
Baby.
There you go.
If you didn't get that win first round, you're out of here.
Yeah.
A requirement when you get the guitar is you got to play Dwight Yoakam's Streets of Bakersfield.
There you go.
They kind of start everything off. Or any Merle Haggard song or Buck Owens song, you can get on there. But we're going to get started here in just a second. Brad, Aaron, continue to talk about some of the matchups we may see later on and kind of go from there. I got to talk with my main man, Julian.
Yeah, one thing I want to touch on real quick before we get into that is, we're looking at next week. We're hosting at Golden Valley the guys and girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're kind of in a weird situation where it's going to be at Golden Valley for the guys, but Centennial's hosting. They apparently were supposed to go here, but they scheduled their winter formal on the same day. So they're going to be in a situation where they're hosting at our school, but what a great opportunity to be in town. You guys, Brad, you know how it is.
Yeah.
You make that 2-hour trip, whatever direction to, Clovis or wherever, and we're
going to make other people drive.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So with that, I'm going
on our own beds.
I'm gonna cut us off. We're gonna go to a little commercial break right now. There's some obligatory commercials we got to share on the Kern High Network. And with that, Aaron Weary, Brad Hull, and Kyle Wiley will be back on the mic in just a few minutes.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities. We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
lot of more hands-on activity, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put everything together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, it's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. Having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Pull down on that. Let's slide these up. Watch fingers.
It's changed a lot. What I'm seeing here is what it's going towards. The CNC equipment, computers. I could actually build cabinets out of this shop. It's state of the art. It really is.
I am constantly looking for students that have been through these programs. It's always nice to have a person that has some experience. It's a lot easier to train. I think we're fortunate in Bakersfield that the Kern High School District has invested in a program like this. I would encourage other businesses to partner up with the Kern High School District like I've done here, because this really shows you what can be done if business comes together with the Kern High School District.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect of creating basically the skeleton of the story, and then just sort of directing people in my vision of what I want in the story. And it's also giving me the advantage of Mr. Plord, since he's worked at so many companies, being able to put it in my resume and be like, this is the art direction I've received.
I was shearing my lamb for fair. I have 2 lambs. Taking care of animals is you feed them twice a day, make sure they have water, walk them, make sure they're ready for fair.
Vet science is the first year before you can actually go into animal science, and it's a lot of like hands-on with the different animals, and you get to learn different things such as giving shots, castrating, all that fun stuff. For me, wanting to be a vet when I'm older, it prepares me. All the stuff that I'm learning in ag is definitely going to help me.
I'm in ag communications. Anything that you see on the Facebook page is what we do, and pictures, and we do all the posters that are around campus, anything that just promotes ag.
Our students are all part of the FFA organization, and through that we have a chapter officer team. We do monthly chapter meetings because we're trying to get them involved outside of class, so they can find something that they're interested in, and they need something that's going to hook them so that they're ready for life after high school.
In animal care, the students learn a variety of things, whether it's tools or terms. In the veterinary field, they learn about the skeletal systems, the animal nutrition, the housing, how to properly care for them. They also have the opportunity in the spring to actually go work at a veterinary hospital or at an animal shelter or a grooming salon.
Animal restraint, weight and temperature, pulse, respiration, all of that I learned here.
They take a state certified test, and if they pass, they become a certified vet assistant right out of high school.
It's a always hands-on, and so I think that's what really helps us, is that we're not just getting it from a textbook, we're actually doing these things, and we're actually practicing these things that we'll be doing in our future careers.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had a chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
We're in manufacturing engineering. We design parts, 3D parts, 2D parts, we create assemblies.
It's helping me get training and all of this stuff, like the computer programs that we have here, the machines that we have here. We learn a lot of math in here, mostly geometry and fractions, because I love math. That's why I'm in this class.
Mr. Lemmy, he's a great instructor.
So the problem is this piece itself.
He really goes hands-on with us. He helps us as much as we can. We've learned a lot from him.
Right now we're supplying students that are skilled in the safety, basic operation of machine work, and then they also leave with some soft skills. They understand they have to be on time. They understand that they have to get up and talk to people. Most of them are walking out of here with a solid foundation in the entry level of a trade.
They can have a job anywhere they go because they have a basic understanding of what it's going to take to put products out that people are going to use.
Hopefully this is a good career for me. You know, end up doing something good, have a good life, and make some money.
Well, we're learning a lot, and especially with just the basic knowledge of what you would need for an entry-level job.
All the basic skills to be a medical assistant in a doctor's office or a clinic.
You're leaning on it, and that'll make a difference.
And then they also do on-the-job training, and they work in doctor's offices or clinics throughout Kern County. The kids are job ready, and many of them are employed before the end of the school year. They're promised a job, as well as they continue their education. We have many registered nurses out there and even physicians.
I'm thinking I want to be an anesthesiologist. So a lot of school, but it'll be worth it in the end. We're learning the different roles, what a game designer is, what they do, and how video games are made, and how to deconstruct them.
We're also going to be teaching the hard skills, which includes learning the Unreal Engine. What the Unreal Engine is it's a game development tool that students will be able to use to make their very own video games. And this is something that actually industry professionals use every day to make some of the top-selling games. They're all the same size. You're all on the same plane. There's no undulating terrain or anything like that.
Our instructor, he's really amazing. He encourages everybody. He's really fun and he makes learning fun.
So they've got top-of-the-line computers here and they're set up to excel. I would be surprised if other students their age coming out of high school would have anywhere near the level of expertise that these guys are going to have.
A lot of more hands-on activity, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put everything together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well,
It's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. Having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Pull down on that.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Kern High Network live stream of the South Yosemite Conference Championships. We are in the finals, the match that everyone is waiting for. The winner of this match at every weight class will get the coveted guitar, a great tradition that the Kern High School District has started within the past few years, looking to continue to pick up steam, continue to get the best wrestlers, getting them a unique thing like that, kind of like the Doc B we talked about, that cowboy hat that everyone wants. I was talking to Kerry Mills on the way over here, long-time South High wrestling and football coach over there too as well. Kerry Mills also was in the state championship when he was a senior. Do you guys know who he lost to? Coach Daryl Pope.
Oh, yeah.
Daryl Pope beat him in the state championship to go on there. Kerry Mills finished second. Kerry Mills made sure to mention we were talking about interesting awards that he gave. He does have a cowboy hat from the Doc B from his day, class of 1982. I'd like to bring that up too. We have the intros that are coming out here. Starting with the girls. Celia Esquivel and Monet Cordero will be in the finals. And Aaliyah Garcia, Shante Rodriguez. Kind of going back and forth between the guys and the girls. So at 113 pounds for the boys, Moises Garzaro and Joseph Gonzalez from South High. We're going to say the names as they come up to keep going on there. I got to keep up with Titan Tom Myers, the public address announcer for Frontier High School, who does a great job that goes on there. We'll get there and we'll talk about that. But as we're going into these championship things, Brad, you give me two. Aaron, you give me two. It could be guys or girls. Give me a matchup that everyone should be looking at when we go on there that you're kind of excited to see.
You know, on the girls' side, I'm really excited at the 131-pound match at Cadence Boyd and Sands from Golden Valley. That should be a good one. I also like the 101-pound match, Esquivel against Cordero right there. Those are going to be good ones. Not to mention the state champ, but I don't know how great of a match it's going to be when you're number one in the state, you know, and you're wrestling. But it's always fun to watch talent out there on the mat. And when you're that good, you're number one in the state, she's going to put on a show probably. I'm intrigued by the girl with the headlock, the Miramonte girl. I want to see if she can come out and throw that.
I was going to say that 170 pounds. You got Julissa Perez of Miramonte and Alondra Martinez of West High. Should be a very good matchup on there. Both dominated their matchups, and that'll be a good one to see. Aaron, what about you? What are some matchups? Guys or girls, what are you looking for?
Well, another one on the girls. I agree completely with Brad here. Those are all going to be, but also 235 with Skylar Bruno from Golden Valley. Fourth in the section right now, ranked. She plays 7th at Napa Valley, which is a huge tournament. Brianna's also ranked number 2, but at 189. So she also plays 2nd at Napa this year, which is another huge tournament. So they met before, but we'll see what happens this time. It could be a really good match right there.
I will say this, going on to the guys, some we've talked about. One matchup that I'm going to find very intriguing, 152 pounds. Adrian Juarez of Highland High School going against Silas Orozco. What's interesting, they just got up and I think just shook hands, but Adrian Juarez's dad, I think, gave me a 5-page novel, so I should read it out there. I'll read some of it.
That's a proud papa right there.
I'm going to give him a shout out, right, proud papa, but we just saw the head coach of Coach Mackey just kind of give us a little, Coach Austin give us a little rundown of Juarez's older brother, because he's a wrestler, finished 2nd in the state at Bakersfield College this year. So that's going to be an exciting matchup to always look at. And I'm always going to go, you guys know my love for the heavyweights, but I'm actually looking at 220s. I like that Bradley Taylor and Nathan Hernandez matchup at Miramonte. I think it could be another good one to look at as well.
Yeah, and just to echo that, with Juarez, he was a state qualifier last year. He went 1-2. He had a good little win there, but got put out. Was at a different school last year, so this change of scenery might be really good for him. It seems to be helping him so far. 6th in the Central Section last year, which, again, Central Section is so tough. Yeah. When you say you're 6th, that's number 1 in some other sections pretty easy.
Yeah. I think one to pay attention to is 138, Arnulfo Leon. They call him Junior. He's 20-11 this year. But this is his 2nd year ever wrestling. So he's been in that room with Spencer Hill and all those guys in there. And Aaron and I know him because we see him on a date. He is a great kid. He had an older brother, Dominic Leon, that was a wrestler there for a while that was always one of the top wrestlers we had at Golden Valley. But Arnulfo is one of the hardest working guys, conditioning-wise, in the weight room, does all those things right. And I'm just curious to see 20-11, your 2nd year, you're knocking on the door and maybe going to state. Says something a lot about his work ethic and desire to get better in the sport.
Yeah, Coach Hill's doing a great job there at Golden Valley. That's one of the things the same thing that Brad did at Foothills. We have so many kids that just start coming out for wrestling when they reach high school. Yeah. And it's like you got to turn these kids into state qualifiers in 4 years is a tough thing to do. We've had a lot of success there doing it at Golden Valley. Coach Hill's, following that up and doing a great job with the guys again. But, when you don't have that a long tradition, you've been at school for, 30 plus years, whatever, we're a fairly new school still. And when you look at, now we have our top dog program that feeds in, but you've got to be able to take those kids that show up in your room and have never wrestled and do the best you can with them. But like you said, Kyle, if they're not hard workers, it's not going to happen. Yeah. So he's got a great opportunity because he puts the hard work in. He's going to turn this around. This year, I'd love to see what he's going to do in the postseason and then moving on for next year.
That is the voice of Aaron Weary, the first coach at Golden Valley High School when they opened their doors in 2003. Yeah, I said 2003, just made Aaron feel really old. And Brad Holt, who is longtime coach at Foothill High School. When I started teaching in the Kern High School district, Brad Holt was one of the first guys I met as he and his students were delivering. They used to deliver coffee.
Yep, and Kyle was a barista guy.
I was one of these barista guy that hooked him up when I worked at
Starbucks. Plug right there.
Hey, we don't talk about that right now. That's all.
You've come a long way, buddy. A long way. Let me talk about it. Look at you now. Look at you now.
Yeah, absolutely. First matches are going to be coming up.
Yeah, these are going to be some exciting matches, I think, both on the boys' side and the girls' side. You get to see the number 1 seed from Frontier right there, our first Frontier male wrestler, Levi, and he's number 1. And we got to see what Santana from Arvin can do. He's been wrestling tough all year. I know he was a MVP at the Highland tournament. I watched him a little bit wrestling. It's going to be a great match, I think, right here. And not to mention Cordero over here on the girls' side.
So we're going to start on mat number, we're calling that mat 2, right?
Okay, sounds
Going
good.
right to left, is that what we're calling mat 2, the blue mat. How about blue mat and black mat? We could do that right there. So we'll start on the blue mat right now. We haven't seen a Frontier wrestler yet, so on the Kern High Network, we want to give as many different schools a shout out and look. We have Levi Mazie going against Santana Uguayas of Arvin High School.
Yeah, Santana got in on that quick shot right there. You saw him hit that low single right to a scoring opportunity.
And he's going to get 2 points right off the bat. On the black mat, we do have Monet Cordero going against Celia Escobar of Tehachapi, Cordero being from Highland High School.
Oh, right to the back. Monet looks like
and just like that, Monet Cordero, 2 points, and she's looking to close this out against Celia Escobar to get her guitar.
Yeah, Monet went 2-2 at state last year. So again, another wrestler, Kern County wrestler, to look for in the postseason. Hopefully turning that 2-2 into something better this season.
And Escobar's looking to get out of it right now, and she does for temporarily gets out of it, but things are a little bit elevated in these finals. We got 2 referees on each mat, which is great. Make sure we're not missing anything.
And you look at that first match, you wonder how much of a factor plays in where you didn't get that first warm-up match. You know what I mean? To where Santana from Arvin got that first warm-up match. He got to blow the lungs out a little bit, got to go. Yep. And he had that quick start. And now you see Levi coming out after this is his first match of the night, probably first match in a week or so. So he's just trying to get his feet back underneath him, and now he's starting to attack again.
Yeah, that first match is so important. That's why, good coaches have their kids warm up so much that, they basically got that first match out of the way before they even step out there. So hopefully he's ready to go. We're at 2-1, so it's a close match already, but 30 seconds left in the first period. You're absolutely right, Coach. There's a good opportunity here. If he gets warmed up and gets going, it should be a good one.
We got Julian Wilson on the camera, Aaron Weary, Brad Hull, providing their expert insight. And I do mean that. I do mean that seriously when I say expert. Brad Hull and Aaron Weary have been around the Kern County High School wrestling landscape for a long time, and so they know kind of the ins and outs, the personalities, the coaches, the generations of wrestlers that come through here as well. So we have 41 seconds to go. It looks like we have injury timeouts on both matches right now.
This never happens. So we've got injury timeout over here on mat 2, and then it looks like we have a blood time on mat 1.
Looks like someone's going with his ankle or his shoelaces or something on the blue mat.
Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier before the break, next week we do have, we start the postseason with our wrestlers here in Kern County trying to qualify. Friday is the boys at Golden Valley, and then Saturday is the girls at Golden Valley. So wrestling fans out there, great opportunity to come out and see some amazing matches this next week.
Is that going to be a 16-man bracket is what they're doing?
Santana Uguayas on the blue mat has taken the 2-1 lead, and it's all Monet Cordero of Highland.
There's Levi after that slow start. See, now he's coming back. You got that escape, but it was on that quick 2. So.
Yep.
Levi reclaims lead up 3-2. We're looking at the last seconds of this first period at 106 pounds for the boys. And there goes the bell right there. And it is 5-1 if we shift over to the black mat. The last few seconds over there, too, as well.
Yeah, 5-1 right there with Monet. She's really just getting her offense going and trying to look to attack.
And that'll end 5-1, Monet Cordero. We don't want to put you on the roller coaster right there of the camera going back and forth, but it just ends. And so we are actually just going to hang tight at this girls' matchup right now, and we can pay attention to that.
Oh, and big takedown as we just left mat 2. But
big takedown as we left mat 2.
Monet will come back here with a takedown. Here he
goes. The setup's
Mm-hmm.
here. Right now I can't see what's coming here, but depending on where she steps and what the reaction is here, we could see a big takedown here as well.
There's a step
and there
to
it
the back,
is.
Yep.
On call. Almost right to her back, picking up near fall.
7-1 right now, Monet Cordero, Highland High School, in complete control right now. Celia Escobar, Tehachapi High School.
Yeah, so Celia, her dad was a wrestler at Porterville High School under Tim Vanny. He used to wrestle for Tim Vanny. He was a state qualifier, went on to the Marine Corps, wrestled the Marine Corps, and then has his daughter now coming up through the ranks for Tehachapi. And then on the other side, you got the Highland coaches who are all my former foothill wrestlers, you know what I mean? So it's nice to see when you have your old wrestlers, they get into coaching. It's just that continuation of building and teaching kids and working with kids and it's always a pleasure to. I get more enjoyment watching these guys coach than anything. So
Can't go one broadcast with Brad Holt without mentioning Porterville High School or Menachie
have
High
to,
School.
yeah.
So
Menachie High School.
you got to sneak that in every
Porterville
now and
boy,
again.
come on.
Absolutely. Got to put that in there.
Just like Bulldog Strong, Porterville, you know, the
Porterville Strong. There we go.
And now you see, look at Esquivel in on her own shot now. She kind of got in.
Big pin on Matt too. Sorry to interrupt you there, Coach.
No, you're good.
So V. Mazzee of Frontier High School will be claiming that guitar with a pin. And the tough part, Aaron, we talked about this early on. You hate to see this, any type of injury going into the postseason. That was some of the hesitation that we were kind of talking about earlier on. Like, you know, you hope you don't see it. And we do hope that Santana Uguayas is okay over there.
Yeah, hopefully, you know, you got this week to kind of, this weekend into next week to kind of heal up a little bit and get ready for the next match. But, yeah, we got to start getting in that postseason. It's really sometimes year to year, it really does matter as far as that postseason. Sometimes when guys are so closely matched, who is feeling better that day?
Yeah.
Who didn't get, 10, 12 injuries all season long that they've been trying to, put off and deal with till the end of the season. That makes a huge difference.
Yep, we've seen a lot in sports the last few years. We've talked about this notion of load management, right? Trying to minimize the load so that when you get into the postseason, you're as fresh as you possibly can be. And we really do hope that Santana Uguayas is doing okay. Looks like it's another blood timeout on the black mat, where it's all Monet Cordero of Highland High School, who has a commanding 15-2 lead over Celia Esquivel of Tehachapi High School. Good news, Santana Uguayas is up on his feet. He's got a little bit of a limp. We hope that that's all it is and that he can be okay coming off the mat.
So 15-2 going into the third. Monet picks down. She's going to get away, and then if she gets one takedown, it's going to be over. So she needs to look for something that, I would say feet to back, but we're not keeping team points or anything, but could be a tech fall whenever you get that 15-point margin. So she's probably going to get escape and get right to a takedown.
And I think as Coach Weary talked about the postseason, every second matters right now. So she needs to get that takedown and just walk away with the guitar, enjoy that moment, but get ready for that postseason next week as it comes.
Exactly. Esquivel doing a good job of trying to go for that headlock, try to finish big.
Yeah, when you have that big of a margin, you're down. That's what you have to do. And here we go.
Looks like it's going to be 2 points.
Yeah, but we'll get an opportunity. She does have the opportunity to pin. So if this does not go to a pin, it'll be over either way. So
gearing up for the 113 pounds for the boys' side of things on the blue mat that'll come up.
Which I think that's going to be a good match.
We're going to see Monet Cordero finish this off. But Moises Garzaro Foothill and Joseph Gonzalez are getting ready to get going in that 113 pounds. And there's going to be 3-point near fall, and it's going to be all Monet Cordero. She dominates 21-2, and she's going to walk away with that guitar.
There's the first two guitars, one to Frontier and one to Highland.
Get as many different schools we possibly can get on here, but
hope
it's a cool
everybody
thing.
gets one, yeah.
Yep. But hope everyone gets one, but more go to Golden Valley. So I'm going to say that out right there. We could have on.
Trying to make in the band over here, huh?
Not biased at all.
She give out a drum set, give out a.
We're going to go over to the blue mat, where Moises Garzaro and Joseph Gonzalez can go to 113 pounds. On the black mat, the girls is going to be Shanti Rodriguez and Aaliyah Garcia that's coming up, but this should be a good matchup right here.
Ooh, quick with the cradle right there. Moses
nice.
Trying to knock off that number 1 seed. He got it locked up. Let's just see if he can. Oh, no.
It's gone.
Heard the word cradle monster earlier.
Yeah.
Mr. Hunter from Golden Valley, so we have that on there, but right here, it's right off the bat, Moises Garzaro with the cradle gets him 2 points.
Yeah, he wants that guitar, man. He's not wasting any time. Got that takedown pretty slick. Looking right away for the pin. And now he's dominating on top. He's got a good opportunity here as long as he can control that arm, which he's doing a great job of doing, and controlling his hips.
He's taking that each way. He did a good job with that.
Yep.
Joseph better watch himself. Uh-oh. That ref's going to call it.
And he called it right there.
That was a quick one.
And that's going to be Moises Garzaro, kind of with the upset of Joseph Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Who is the 1 seed. He's going to walk away with a guitar. Foothill High School.
I get that kid a guitar every time if he wrestles like that.
Guitar.
Yeah, as a coach, I'd be like, hey, I got a guitar for you, buddy. You know what I mean?
Get a whole collection, bro.
Yeah.
You keep wrestling like that. He looked outstanding right there.
So that's his first match. He wrestled for 59 seconds, got himself a guitar. You know what I mean?
So we're at 106 pounds over in the black mat. Shanti Rodriguez, the East High, going against Aaliyah Garcia at Ridgeview High School.
Oh, headlock. That could be it. She took her over.
And it's going to be Aaliyah Garcia.
Yeah, sat out strong. That's good. She's finding the right position. If she makes this adjustment,
Get the
this
right
will be
pin.
all
Are
over.
they going to call that pin?
That's a lot of
He's
time.
got 3 points down on the mat.
I've definitely
Going
been
for that
there.
near fall, and
Yeah.
they're going to call it. And Aaliyah Garcia, a new high school as well, gets
Ridgeview and Foothill right there.
Ridgeview, Highland, Foothill,
Frontier.
A lot of different schools in the Kern High School district, and honestly, we don't want to minimize that point, but it's good to see the depth of wrestling that is at every high school. Every school's got talent. Some have a little bit more, maybe a little bit deeper, but every school in the Kern High School district has some talent, and they're looking to take home a guitar.
From Foothill High School,
Alexander Marquez and Andon Beldo of Centennial High School are gearing up for that 120-pound matchup.
Well, this is going to be our second Foothill kid coming out.
Yep.
He's going to have his hands full with Aiden, though. Aiden's the number 1 seed coming to this. We haven't seen him yet tonight, but I've seen him wrestle before. Tough kid.
Yep.
And Marquez is tough. Freshman, wrestling all his life, but let's see what he can do with Aiden. So.
And his last name's Marquez.
Yeah, exactly.
At Foothill, that means something.
Yeah, you better come ready to fight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Either on the mat or off the mat, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
On the black mat, we are going to have Trinity Sanchez of Centennial go against Fabiola Castro of Ridgeview High School. But let's see what happens on this blue mat. And Aiden Beldo.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity if you're a freshman. You know what I mean? You have nothing to lose, really. You have every opportunity to come out there. You've already punch your ticket to the finals. Now you got to go out there and just let it fly and have some fun.
Exactly. Chasing that leg, got a good grip on the chin. As he's coming
There you
around,
go.
there's no control
Nice.
yet. There's
And
two.
they're going to give him 2 points. To Alexander Marquez. And it's
let up
gonna
on the
be
pressure just a
2-point
little
reversal
bit. Just let up on that pressure, got the
by
reversal.
Beldo. Ooh, and it's going to be all Fabiola Castro. Ridgeview High School gets the pin.
That was 25 seconds worth of work for the day for her.
Fabiola Castro.
Go get your guitar, girl.
Yeah.
25 seconds worth.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Trinity Sanchez was the 1 seed. She came out a little too hot, a little uncontrolled, where Fabiola Castro was able to get in there and get the win right here.
Hey, but that's the best thing about our sport is you can be down, 14-0. You can be a no seed. You can be. There's all these situations in wrestling where if you hit the right move and you get after it, anything can happen at any moment.
That's the voice of Aaron Weary, Brad Hull, Kyle Wiley, Julian Wilson. We're all here, the Kern High Network crew, bringing together the South Yosemite Conference Championships, live from Centennial High School. Exciting matchup. I'm going to say that. What do we have? 2 Ridgeview guitars that have gone on right off the bat.
Yeah. It went Highland.
We got a little blood timeout right here on the blue mat. And we're looking at the next matchup, 116 pounds for the girls. Borelli Rodas, who's been a superstar the last 2 years for the Lady Bulldogs, she's going to go up against Delilah Robles, Liberty High School.
Yeah, so here's another great example. So Barely's older sister wrestled for me at GV and got a scholarship and went off to the, college. And so I really think Barely, she's having a great season. If she keeps this up, she's going to be on that same track. She started when she was before high school, which is awesome when you get the opportunity. And she's always just been a very focused wrestler, great learner of the sport. So I'm really excited to see what she's going to do here tonight and moving into the postseason.
She got to see that happen right in front of her eyes with her sister, which is nice. When you see someone else do it right in front of you, it makes things a little bit easier. It shows you it's obtainable and something you can do. So she's really good.
Beldo and Marquez up here. Marquez gets the 1-point escape. It's 3-2. 30 seconds left to go in this first period.
Yeah, Brad, you're absolutely right. A lot of these younger wrestlers, they see their teammates do certain things and they know it's possible.
Yeah.
It can be something as, small as winning certain tournaments or whatever, and then, league champ, a valley champ, all those things lead up to being that state qualifier first, and then a placer, then a champion. If you can watch your teammates do it and they set the path for you, man, that it becomes a real thing that you can do.
And then one to be better than the older one. You know what I mean? That drive would always succeed a little bit more,
The legacies of Brad Hull and Aaron Weary talking shop and wrestling. While we're on the blue mat, Beldo got 2 points, and Marquez was able to get 1-point escape to tie it up as we go into the second period. Exciting match right now.
Yeah, I like the way Marquez is wrestling. It's really different from his first match. The first match a little bit more slower, methodical. Went to double overtime, I think it was. This one he went right after the takedown. He scored. And then Aiden over there, Aiden from Centennial, he's right there matching him point for point. So it's going back and forth. Takedown, escape, reversal. So exciting first period. So.
Yeah, those are the fun matches to watch. Again, his other match being so close, going into overtime was great. And now here we are tied up again. They've got another period here to go in the second, and then your third period. But, hey, with that amount of time, you got 4 minutes left to wrestle. Who knows? This might be going into overtime, too, at some point. We'll see what happens.
And I go to Brad's point. You were talking about the 106 pounds, Levy, who kind of warmed up.
Yeah, exactly.
At the pin. Do we see this right here with Beldo doing the same thing, who maybe takes a period to warm up? Does he come back with an energy because Marquez may be a little spent?
Yeah, he did wrestle an extra, that overtime match, wrestle a whole 8 or 9 minutes, so probably 9+ minutes in the first one. But he's doing a good job of moving. I think where he's getting in trouble a little bit on top, he's keeping his hips too far away. He's staying tight up top, but he's creating that space, and that's where Beldo's get able to come and get his escapes, get his points and stuff like that. So
you see Beldo trying to keep that head down. Coach Weary, why is he doing that? What is he looking for? What do you think he's looking at in that moment, trying to keep that head down?
Listen, if you're controlling your opponent's head, you're in complete control as far as that guy can't see where he's going. He doesn't have any ability to move from where he's at. So he's looking to get behind here and scores 2. But we're on, can't see if he's got, he was on a single, but now he lost it. So, yeah, he's looking to control that chin, come around, get a leg, get behind. But, again, they're out of bounds, so not that opportunity right now. Back to the middle.
Beldo Centennial High School up 5-4 right now over Alexander Marquez of Foothill High School. We're going to run these matches simultaneously. So when this one is done, then we'll have both the guys, girls at their respective weight classes. 126 and 116 is next. Crowd has definitely packed this place out a little bit.
Marquez in on that shot. I think he's just going to run out of time, though.
Yeah.
Or they're going to call stalemate, one of the two. He likes to wrestle from his knees, it appears, which is fine, but the problem is your opponent's always going to be on your head. Then you're always playing that game of reaching and your head down on the mat, and you're doing the whole thing of always pulling it in, which is fine, but it just puts a lot of wear and tear on the back, your neck, and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and I mean the pressure on your shoulders too in that situation is like if you can't have that strength to pull it in, it's really tough.
And being a freshman, he's probably underdeveloped still, anyways.
Exactly,
it's going to be hard.
Yeah, I always taught my guys, you don't ever want to pull it in with your arms. You want to move your body to them, and he hasn't quite gotten that, in this match so far. So we'll see how this third period goes. 1 point here makes a huge difference.
Yep, coming out to a takedown here a little later.
So Marquez starts in the bottom position. Beldo up 5-4. As we near 1:50 left to go in this third and decisive period.
Blood time.
The winner of this 120-pound matchup will get that coveted guitar. Definitely unique. We were able to check them out earlier before all the wrestling took place. Cool deal.
So if you're Beldo, you want to ride as tough as you can. You want to tie those arms up, kind of get that chicken wing like he was doing, or tilt. And then if you're Marquez, do exactly what you did the first round. Get that escape, get right back to your feet, and try to do that front head in the hole. Come get Beldo's head down, get your head in the hole, circle around, and look to score there.
Yeah, he's got to get back to that explosiveness, on bottom.
Yeah.
You know, if he's not moving faster than top man, it's not going to happen. But he's got an opportunity here. If he gets to his feet and gets out, we're going to be seeing a real good match here.
That's the voice of Aaron Weary and Brad Hull. One thing I love about Brad Hull, he's going to bring up Porterville, and he's going to say chicken wing at least a few times throughout the course of.
And he's out. Look, he's out.
There it is. Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said. He exploded out of there, kept moving, and now here we are, tied up again, 5-5.
See how his head's down, though? His head's underneath. He needs to get back to where he scored the first period and stay above. Don't get into that muscle contest right there, because
you're going to lose.
Yeah,
that
there
one.
you go.
Yep, and that's what happened.
Beldo picks up 2 points.
He's fine. As long as he can get to his feet and get an escape, he's right back where he was.
Plenty of time here with 1:20. In wrestling, that's a lot of time.
One thing you appreciate about Beldo, Marquez has had these bursts of energy going on.
Yeah.
Beldo's kind of stayed even keel all the way through, kind of just has this little formula he wants to do, and picked up those 2 points kind of quietly off the energy of Marquez because he's got a little bit of the crowd behind him.
Well, he's made good adjustments. As Marquez is hitting his moves, he's adjusted to him and been able to score and, gotten ahead because of it. That's why he's up 7-5 right now.
And we talked about playing the edges or using the side. Now's where Marquez needs to build his base. If you can't get away, get out of bounds. Just get out of bounds, get a fresh start, because you're bellied out right now and you're not going to be able to get to your feet. So scoot out a little bit, get out, get a fresh start. Hope the ref calls you out of bounds.
Yeah.
You need to be working to go out of bounds. You still haven't got a stalling call or anything, so try to do something to get a fresh start.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely can't score any points when your hips are on the mat.
No.
26 seconds and counting.
Beldo's doing a great job of just taking what Marquez is giving them, staying in bounds. I would stay right there. And you see, that's what Coach Gaben's saying. Don't go out of bounds. Wrestle right there on the edge.
Yep. Oh, hook shot. Coming out. Again, right in there. Oh. Yep, just what we're talking about. Had he stepped the other direction, come in bounds, he might have gotten that. But
11 seconds to go right here. Marquez is looking for that escape and a takedown possibly to reclaim the lead.
Reversal now.
Yeah, he went for that hook shot again, but the head wasn't there.
There's Beldo,
good adjustment.
Steady.
Man, so
and
close.
It's going to be Aiden Beldo.
Hey, but great effort.
Get the guitar. Great effort from Marquez.
Yep, that was a good match.
And great match for Beldo. He really, you know what I mean? He really took that first. He got taken down at first, and he just stayed, like you said, stayed the course and just gave what Marquez gave him.
Centennial High School picks up their first guitar of the match. So I believe we're at 5 different schools that have gotten their guitar. Up next, we are going to look at 126 pounds. Isaiah Carranza from Golden Valley High School and Cody Smith from North. Isaiah Carranza, interesting enough, was a soccer player for many years and then decided to go onto the mat where his brother is a senior soccer player for the Bulldogs who are playing tonight against Arvin High School.
There you go.
Yeah,
Cody Smith, North High.
Once again, going back to our kind of unique situation at GV, which is every year I would always wait till they had the cuts from soccer. I go, hey, man, it didn't work out for soccer. Come in here real quick. And we've turned in, those kids into league champs and state qualifiers. From the kids that didn't make it on the soccer team. I go, hey, man, that's not your sport. Let's
it's all right. We don't need kicking in wrestling, so there you go. We don't need if you're not good at it. So which match we going to watch here? We got Golden Valley, huh, guys?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's all Bulldogs. It doesn't matter.
So we got Borelli Rodas from Golden Valley going against Delilah Robles of Liberty, 116 pounds on the black mat.
Ooh, that one could be quick over here. That was a nice little takedown by Rodas. Yeah, she had that little throw by. This one.
Yeah, real slick with that.
Yeah.
And I think I've heard Borelli say maybe 3 words in 2 or 3 years since I've been there. Yeah, she's not one that talks a whole lot. But as Aaron said it the best, very focused, very hardworking. Was recognized last year in our Bulldog Strong Student Spotlight. Just a great kid overall. And it's, you ask coaches who you want to recognize. And Carranza's having a good little matchup too.
Yep,
Could be double Golden Valley guitars coming back there.
We got Bulldogs on top in both matches, both up 2-0 right now. Looking like we're Bulldog strong all day long over here.
Carranza has some control.
You got Liberty and North, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, picked up some near fall. Looks like 2 near fall.
And Rodas is going to take Robles all the way out of bounds. Where she's up 2-0. Looks like it's all Carranza at North High. He's trying to get that guitar.
So what grade's Cron's in, you guys said?
Sophomore.
Sophomore. Looking good.
Yeah, Bulldogs are pretty young this year. We don't have a lot of upperclassmen. And I know a lot of teams went through this too. That COVID year really was tough for a lot of them. I'm really glad. I keep telling people, I stepped down before COVID. I'm so glad I did. If I had any hair, I would have pulled it all out, man. What a tough time to kind of make it work for our sport. When you can't have contact. I mean,
and that's not what it is.
Impossible.
Contact sport, exactly.
Yeah, so it's great to see all these teams bouncing back and having all these kids out here and kids involved. And I hope all those rooms are filled, with all these kids. That makes a huge difference. The more kids you get involved, it's gigantic,
Yeah. Or when they're wrestling at that short time wearing a mask, I was like, how are they doing that? They're wrestling with the mask on.
Yeah,
that had to have been tough.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. A reversal over here.
Yep. Hey, all about positioning. Barely put herself in a bad position.
Yeah.
Robles with a reversal.
Robles looking tough on top. On top right there.
And it's 2-2 in the girls' match. Over here, Carranza. Time goes out, and he's up 4-0.
It's Robles' choice. She's probably going to defer. We'll see if Barley. Is it Barley?
Barely.
Barley goes bottom.
There she does.
Yeah, I think she should. She should be able to get away.
Yeah,
but
she's pretty tough off bottom. But as you said,
Rose looked tough on top right there for that short little 10 seconds.
Yep.
Starting in the neutral position for the guys, though, Carranza and Cody Smith and North High.
Good first movement for Barely. Up to her feet. Let's see if she can cut away.
Good job by Barely.
Again,
nice.
Great job on the edge of the mat. And that should be.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
2 points.
Is that 1 and 2? They're just going to give her 2.
And they just gave the 2 reversal.
Yeah.
If I was out there, I probably would have called. They were facing each other.
I know.
Oh, we know you'd be out there weird, yelling and hollering, getting those extra points in there.
Yeah.
She takes a 4-2 lead right now. Does Rodas as she's looking to get her guitar.
Oh, come on.
The Cradle Monster coming out, but they call out of bounds.
Yep.
That's exactly what you need to do off bottom. A quick stand up, get to your feet, then fight everything from your feet. And then she got away, and then she went right to her takedown. Exactly what you want to teach your wrestlers to do.
All Carranza on the blue mat has a commanding 6-0 lead right now.
Yep, looking for that near fall. Possibly a pin here. Yep, good control on his hips.
Here he comes.
Yep.
Carranza's looking to try to close this out.
He can just get his hips down, get his head up. He's going to be in a great situation here.
So you're going to get one by Robles.
Here comes Carranza. They're going to call this pin here soon. All Carranza, Golden Valley. And he gets his guitar with a nice little clap. Isaiah Carranza, Golden Valley High School. He'll have a guitar. Is it going to be 2 guitars going right back to Golden Valley? Borelli Rodas.
I'll go see my counselor tomorrow. Say I want to be in band. You know what I mean? I got a guitar. I want to be in band class.
Yeah, at GV we have a guitar class.
There you go.
Yeah, you got it. Yes. We got you dialed in.
He's going to bring his own guitar in there, all looking all different.
Yeah.
Huh?
Looks like we have a blood timeout right here. A lot of blood timeouts. Julian just said, haven't seen a lot of these happen right now, but
welcome to wrestling.
Welcome to wrestling.
Girls are mean, man. Girls are mean.
That's the words of Brad Hull. Girls are mean. We're going to remember this.
You don't
Remember
mess with
those
these girls.
words.
I wouldn't mess with most of them, I can tell you that.
No.
Beat you up.
Yeah.
Ooh. Arvin.
From Arvin High School,
Yekrib Alshif will get a guitar just for being the only guy
I love it.
there.
That's one way to
Showed
do it.
up.
Yeah.
Showed up, get a guitar.
He made the weight.
Yeah,
He gets the guitar.
made the weight,
There you go.
gets the guitar. Good for him.
He's my vote for most outstanding wrestler.
Absolutely.
Just kidding.
Smartest wrestler. Smartest wrestler.
Team
right
point
there.
took his thing off too.
I used to always tell my guys, hey, they don't give you any medals just for weighing in.
Yeah, well, there
Prove
you
me
go.
wrong.
And with
Show
that, we
me
have
you
another
know.
school with a guitar. So
There we go.
we're adding it to there. Diversifying our portfolio in the Kern High School district.
Arvin High School. There you go.
Really doing a good job keeping pressure here on top. Got that wrist control. Trying to put the hips forward. Really getting that hard bump, trying to get her flattened out.
We will have 138 pounds coming up for the boys. Arnulfo Leon
We got an
and
escape
Shane
there.
Rebsher Trin.
Yeah, there's Rhodes got a good escape, put herself right back in the match.
Yep, 4-3 with only 15 seconds left here.
In this second period, Delilah Robles, Borelli Rodas. Exciting matchup at this 116-pound matchup here at the South Yosemite Conference Championships.
Okay, let's see. It's got to be Liberty's choice. She's gotten away every time, but it's been over a minute, you know.
Yeah.
She's going top.
Interesting.
Top. I don't know. You know, last time she got
my choice.
Yeah, once she got right to her feet, she got right to her feet and got a quick escape. Let's see if she can do it again. There you go. Right back up to her feet. She does a good job of that. Oh, she's a legger. There you go. That's why.
That's why.
Yeah, it's a smart move.
They just didn't have the opportunity earlier because
Exactly.
barely moved so quickly. But she does have legs in now, so we'll see what she does with it.
There's a lot of hip pressure, broke her down. Now she's going to start working that head. She's down one, though. That's the thing. So you got to get a turn or something. So
yeah,
it's banking a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I like my odds a little bit better from different positions, but you never know. Again, she's trying for it here.
Yeah. But if that's her best position, you always want to put yourself. Look, there's an earfall right there.
Yep, there it is.
Shows you what we know.
Yeah.
But that's what I always say. You always got to put yourself in your best position. She really hasn't been top yet very much, so she put herself in her best position, and she's scoring.
Yep. And, hey, every best position per kid, you know.
Yes.
As a room, you can't be a coach where you go, hey, every time that this situation comes up, we're always going on our feet. Well, that's not necessarily great for every kid, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not a normal call, quote, unquote, but worked out for her. So
3 points awarded to Robles. She takes the lead.
50 seconds left.
Yeah, Barely's got to get moving here.
Got to get that escape. Got to dig down deep.
She got to keep those legs from coming in. That's going to be the problem.
Yeah.
She's flattening her out. And I don't know if this ref's going to call stalemate or anything.
I don't think so. You know, she's riding pretty
working,
parallel
yeah.
here, but again, depending on the ref, whether you get that call or not. But you can't, depend on the ref to make
No,
those calls.
no, not at all.
You got to go out there and make it happen. So Barely's got to get moving here. She's got to get that leg out, get their knees to her chest.
There it is,
Call it
stalemate.
stalemate.
22 seconds left to go
That's
in this
some
third.
bulldog homerism right there. What is that? Give her a chance. So this is exactly what Barely needs. She needed that stop. She needed an opportunity to start again. Now she needs to spring to her feet. And you're going to see Rose just try to throw those legs in. I would.
Golden Valley coaches have their hats off, so you know it's getting serious and it's getting hot in here.
This is it right here, the first couple seconds.
Got to get out of it.
If that legs comes
got
out
of
trouble,
it. Got to
but
get
she's
out
got
of
to
it.
get moving. This is exciting right here. This 1 point makes a huge deal.
Good job.
Out of bounds.
That's 15 seconds. Throw those legs in. And Barely needs to keep getting to her feet. Do what you just did.
15 seconds to go. Exciting match.
I'm predicting overtime.
Reverse. Trying to get the reversal. Robles is holding on.
Man.
He's holding on.
Man,
Don't break
you got
that
to count
knee.
that. You got to count that. Wow.
And it goes
She
0.
won it in the third. Good job. Way to rustle your strength. Close match.
Close match. Gut-wrenching for Borelli Rodas. Excitement for Give It Up for Delilah Robles. Did a great job coming back. And Liberty High School gets their first guitar of the evening. Tough for Golden Valley. But again, Brad, I'm going to go back to your point. When we talked about it when Frontier, Levi, sometimes that, hey, you save your energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes, hey, you get warmed up with that first match. And with Borelli not having that first match, makes it tough. Arnulfo Leon, Junior Leon is what they call him. And it's Shane Rebsher Trin of Stockdale as they are wrestling for the 138-pound guitar. Hard-working, scrappy wrestlers right here. Saw Arnulfo today has strong body. He's running, no weights at all. He's tried to cut that weight, running, bundled up, running.
You ain't trying to lift to add weight. Come
Nope.
on, that's counterproductive.
Yep.
Maybe missed a meal or two today, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
No
Here we
more.
go.
Ooh, there he is. He got that nice takedown. Head
2
roll.
points for Arnulfo as he gets it. 121 pounds, we have Vanessa Facroga and Elisa Velasco Garcia of Highland. Again, it's Liberty against Highland.
You see that a lot of times when you have like people that work out partners together, 2 Liberties in a row, 2 couple Highlands. A lot of times these are workout partners, kind of iron sharpen iron mentality where they kind of feed off each other. And that's what you saw with probably the 2 Liberty girls right here. Same with Golden Valley previously.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a situation where your workout partner is going to the finals every time and you're just getting beat up in the room. That's not, like you said, iron sharpens iron. As I push you and you push me in the room, we're both improving. And then you get to these finals, it's like, yeah, there's nothing better than when you go back to back weight classes and you got all those guys lined up. That makes a big deal. Nice return back on the mat. Leon. Still 2-0.
All junior in that first round right there. They take down a nice control on top. So,
yeah, he's doing a real good job controlling hips. He's got wrist control right now.
Staying off his knees, getting a tilt. His choice, probably go bottom, extend that lead a little bit more, get an escape, then a takedown.
And we're nearing the end of this first period matchup between Arnulfo Leon and Shane Respier-Trin.
Ooh, nice.
All coaches will tell you Golden Valley, probably one of the more conditioned athletes they have is Arnulfo. Has a strong engine. Exciting matchup going on over here on the black mat.
Yeah, Velasquez is in on a shot. When she lifted, she kind of trying to finish a little bit weird and end up being potentially dangerous. So they're going to return to their feet with 20 seconds left.
Vanessa Facroga is going against Elisa Velasco Garcia. Julian, you're doing a great job navigating the 2 mats. I'm the mad scientist right now trying to point you in different directions. You're doing a good job over there with that. We appreciate that. Not an easy job. When we get hockey, I'm going to have Julian try to get the hockey and follow the puck around. I bet that's got to be difficult.
And nothing better than when ESPN started doing the little laser track around the puck,
you
man.
got to follow the puck. And this match for the girls' side will come to an end after the first one 0-0. We're going to head back over to the blue mat where Arnulfo Leon has extended his lead, as you guys talked about. He's up 5-0. And he's trying to just use that power, use that weight room, use all those things that he can, that athleticism, that grit, that determination, that hard work.
Yeah, he's not letting up. He's doing a really good job of closing the distance, not letting his opponent breathe. He's been hip to hip pretty much the whole time with that constant hip pressure. It makes a huge difference. And he keeps adjusting.
Trent's doing a good job. Just keep coming to his feet. He's battling. You see how he's not staying on his stomach. He's battling back to his feet. It's just Leon's just doing a good job just bringing him back every time. So he's going to get some near fall right here.
Yep, got his near fall and then went to adjust. He's looking for that pin. Oh, he's got a good opportunity here.
Good getter right here.
Drops those hips, gets his head up. There it is.
And that running paid off today in strong body class.
Yeah, made the weight and got here and got it done.
And Arnulfo Leon is going to be the champion, going to get that guitar as he lifts it high up in the air. I am excited. Arnulfo Leon is a great kid.
What school is he from again?
He is from the Golden Valley High School.
Okay, just want to double check that.
We've got their second guitar, back-to-back guitars right here. Back-to-back guitars right here, too, as well.
Where's my portable guys?
Just a little bit of bias, but not too much. We're going to try to keep it down. Going back to the black mat where we have Vanessa Facroga of Liberty going against Alyssa Velasco Garcia of Highland. 59 seconds. Neither one has scored a point right now, so they are looking for the first and decisive points of this match.
Yeah, these girls are still going after it. They're pushing forward and
a lot of head swats.
Yeah. Well, you see, Velasquez really likes open shots, so she's trying to get off the head, open up the gap, and take a shot to where Liberty girl right there, what she's doing, she really likes to tie up, so she's really controlling the ties and really going after those
If you watch
Vanessa, yeah.
And a lot of times with those differing styles, this is what happens where you have a 0-0 because each one's trying to get to their style and the other one's countering it. It's tough. But here we are on a shot. Got your single leg. Let's see what happens here.
Vanessa does a good job of closing that gap and tying her up, and that's what she just did right there to where Elisa really wants to open up and kind of push away on her and take an open shot.
That was a good little scramble there.
Yeah.
Both had an opportunity to score, but again, countering each other. Still a 0-0 with 20 seconds left in the second.
Someone picked neutral. I don't know who it was. That's going to be a big thing here in the third right now.
Yeah.
Someone's going to pick down and get away. Don't give it up.
Oh, there it is. Fantastic takedown right to the back.
With near
Got
fall.
the two with near fall. With 2 seconds left, will we get the pin? No.
And they blow the whistle, and Vanessa Fakroga is able to get 5 points in less than 10 seconds. And just like that, she's got a pretty decisive lead right now. And a lot of work for Elisa Velasco Garcia. Kind of an upset alert right now.
You know, Vanessa did a great job of taking that double and came up there with the trip and kind of tripped her, caught her, and took her right to her back. And all within 10 seconds or so, you can get a big lead, 5 points. You'd think she'd be able to close the match out now with 5-0 lead.
Yep, got 2 minutes here going into the third. Got injury time. We'll see if she can capitalize on that and keep it at 5-0. Pick up a couple more points. We'll see what happens here.
That was big. That was big for Vanessa.
Huge.
Now she just needs to keep up the pace, keep tying her up, keep slowing down Elisa, and seeing what she can do. Let's see whose choice it is. We're going neutral again, third. Whose choice? Oh, it's Vanessa's Liberty. She's going to go neutral, which is smart.
Yeah, after that one, when you just took somebody down, it's nice to go, hey, I can get back there again. Watch this. Oh, we'll see if it pays off. Oh, nice double. She's got to finish, though.
Vanessa from Liberty did a good job with her hips, getting her hips down and away. That was really good.
Yeah, that was a great shot, but she stopped at the shot and didn't follow through. Could have had it there.
Five to nothing, 1:20 left in this third and decisive period.
Watch that knee. That's almost, but yeah, good call, Ref. Potentially dangerous there on that knee.
We're the 21-pound matchup.
She has a nice shot. She gets them deep, but she's the finishing part. Vanessa does such a good job of getting her hips down and away that it's making it difficult. She has a snap there. Headlock. Ooh.
Oh!
And just like
Wow.
It's tied.
Headlock straight to the back.
She needs a leg
Elisa
in.
Velasco Garcia could win this on a pin.
Leg in.
Wow.
They're trying to call it.
And if you're Vanessa,
They're trying to
wow.
call it.
Strong bridge.
Oh, that's
Strong
it.
bridge.
And they got it right here. Not looking too good. And they're calling the pin. Exciting matchup. Elisa Velasco Garcia avoids the upset. Hats off to Vanessa.
Hey guys, that's two for Highland. Two for Highland.
Two for Highland.
I don't care. I'm joking with you.
No, you're
down.
Put
down the list.
But that's exactly what Coach Weir was just talking about a minute ago. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're down 5-0, 10-0. And now you got to watch out for headlocks when you're up that much. But still, it's a lesson that's learned, and it's going to help her in that postseason. You know what I mean? You don't put yourself in those positions when you're up by so much and calculate a risk kind of, you know?
Here's the matchup we talked about earlier. We're going to go back to this blue mat. Adrian Juarez of Highland High School, Silas Orozco. We are going to stay on this mat for the whole portion of this matchup when they're wrestling. We do have Vanessa Alvarado and Ruby Ortega that are going to be on the black mat at 126 pounds. But this one right here, Adrian Juarez, Silas Orozco, should be an exciting matchup.
Yeah,
Adrian Juarez is a 20-2 record this year. He's ranked 11th in the state right now, so it's exciting to see him go to work right now.
Yeah, and then You know, he's up against honorable mention the state as well. So both guys that are, you know, knocking right in that top area of our state, and any one of these guys could take this right now. So we'll see what happens. But great opening so far. Both guys looking for shots. Both guys being aggressive. Exciting opening so far. Both guys getting after it.
Silas Orozco bringing that level of athleticism to kind of match what Juarez doing. Juarez brings a unique skill set, has a jiu-jitsu background as well, so he brings a little bit of jiu-jitsu in with his wrestling.
Right there on the other mat, you have Highlands Vanessa Alvarado just threw Ruby Ortega right to her back. She's looking for the pin right here.
Silas Orozco looking for 2 points.
Yeah.
And you got Juarez digging out of bounds to avoid that.
He still got that wizard in with his right arm, so they're still not calling call it yet, but he's keep pushing. Adrian's doing a good job fighting back into him.
Yep, great job. Squared up his hips.
The worst thing you can do is turn away and try to turn out. That's usually when you give him the takedown. If you can keep fighting back into him, you usually can match that pressure and not give it up.
Here we go, 28 seconds left here. So you can get this first takedown.
It is all Vanessa Alvarado in the girls' match. In the black match, she's up 6-0.
She's tough. Yeah, that's
definitely tough, and it's going to be a pin right here. It looked like.
Yeah.
And there it is. Vanessa Alvarado with the pin. Ends it quickly. We're going to stay right here on this guys' matchup. Silas Orozco, Adrian Juarez, the 1-2 matchup. As it's going to end the first period, it's going to be 0-0.
Yeah, Silas did a really good job of attacking. Both him and Adrian both were kind of going at each other, matching each other. It's going to be interesting. I know Adrian's tough on top. He's very good with legs, so we'll see if Silas puts himself in that position and goes bottom.
Coming up on the mat next for the ladies on the black mat, 131 pounds is CC Sands and Cadence Boyd of Garces.
This is a huge match. This is the number 4 ranked wrestler from Golden Valley against the number 5th ranked wrestler from Garces.
Nice.
So this has postseason implications here that could be huge.
State medalist on the line right there for both wrestlers.
And they're going to hold off on that one until this one's done over here with Silas and Adrian.
Yeah,
so
good. I'm glad because that's going to be an exciting one to watch. Might be my pick for the match of the night. We'll see what happens here.
I don't know, that Golden Valley girl earlier than the Highland girl, both were some pretty good. No, the Ridgey girl that came out there real early was tough. I like that one too.
Juarez has taken an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah. This is where it's important to get that one takedown because you can really cushion that lead if you get that takedown by Juarez. So he needs to be trying. And obviously Silas is going after him to get a takedown as well.
And that's part of the mental game too. When you know you can take the other opponent down, that's such a big advantage going into the later rounds. Got that in the back pocket if you need it.
There's a body lock.
Let's see what happens.
Well, here comes that jiu-jitsu background, you know what I mean? Let's see him stay in.
No.
Give him a flea in the mat. Nope.
He said, nah, I'm out of here.
Yeah. That's a good job by Silas. It was a good job. You got look where you're at. You recognize you're out of bounds, turned out of bounds, and saved yourself 2 points.
Yep.
This is where you find that balance of using all of the skills and all of the nuances your coaches taught you, but every now and again you got to take a risk. You got to get that point on there, and that's the fun part about wrestling. As a guy that wasn't a wrestler that sees the sport, you see the skill that it takes and the different moves that go on there. But there's that chance you got to pull the trigger. You got to have that risk. You got to get in there and you got to do something to get those points.
The thing is, I always just teach my guys, it's better to take those risks in the second round and don't wait till the very end because then you're limiting yourself to one opportunity. You know what I mean? If you can take those opportunities in the first and second, give up a takedown. That's fine. I'm not saying you're trying to, but you just have so much time to come back. You know what I mean? Like, just like that. Shots like that, take it. You might not get it, might run out of time, but it's another opportunity to score.
1-0 in this match as we go into the third. Aaron, thoughts so far as we're looking at this?
Yeah, I think just exactly what Brad was saying was like you have to maximize your opportunities here. And with it being such a close match, we're going into the third 1-0. If you're on bottom, you got to explode up clear hands and get the hell out of there. You've got an opportunity then to get on your feet and get a takedown. We're battling here, and there it is. So now we're tied 1-1.
Tied it up 1-1.
Exactly what I was talking about.
From Golden Valley, CRSA.
So this next takedown is going to be huge. And then we're getting the ladies going here again. Huge match here.
So if I'm Juarez, I go right back to digging that underhook. Digging that underhook, looking for your offense.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It looks like they are going to start this match over here, and hopefully we can get into this big matchup. Looks like they're trying to push this up. I think it evens out with the guys on this. CC Sands is going to get 2 points on the takedown over here.
Smooth takedown.
Yeah, she had a nice little snap and go behind.
Yep.
Very, very athletic. She does a great job.
So we have a double stall call over here on this one.
Wow.
That's a good shot.
Here we go.
Flores with the shot. Good base by Orozco. He's able to go all the way out of bounds.
Boom, that was the match.
Huge pin. The number 4 in the state, just pin number 5 in the state on mat 1.
In 34 seconds. Look at that.
Wow,
CC
that was
Sands
impressive.
is excited.
That was impressive.
Electric smile that goes on there. She's going to be excited to get that guitar.
Again, we talk about, at this level, kids being so closely matched. And when you're just separated by one number in the state and you come out and do that, that's dominant. I'm excited.
Juarez, 2 points, reversal, goes up 3-1 as we're looking at 30 seconds.
Yeah, definitely needs
still a long time, right, Coach Weary? 30 seconds, still a lot of time.
If you've ever been out there in the third and your lungs are blown out, that's an eternity, bro. He's got a good amount of time here to work. But now we're down to 15 seconds here, 3-1. You got to make your move now or it's not going to happen.
Silas Orozco's got to be feeling that.
He's going to let him go.
Well, he's going to let him go.
Yeah, because he already had a stall
got
call.
That great balance, that jiu-jitsu coming out. He's got to take a chance.
Nice win.
So there we go. And like that, Adrian Juarez, great match so far for the guys going on there. But that is a good opportunity. Adrian Juarez, just as CC Sands gave Golden Valley 3 guitars, Adrian Juarez gives Highland High School 3 guitars. No one's keeping track, though, are we?
I guess you are, yeah. I wasn't counting, but I guess that's 3.
You absolutely were keeping count.
No, I didn't know about 3.
All right, here we go. So we're on the black mat right now, 137 pounds. We got Isabella Maldonado going against Rachel Ramos.
And now that you said it, I just count that's 4 guitars for Highland, so there you go.
Kyle's the numbers guy.
Yeah, exactly. Not the right numbers. That's the problem. I'm just kidding.
Golden Valley with 17 guitars, and Highland High School with 3 guitars.
Current High School District with 28 over there, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was an impressive match by Sands right there, I have to
Absolutely.
say. We didn't get a chance to watch that match, but she came out there, did a nice snap, go behind, went right to her pinning combination, and it was very impressive.
But it kind of goes back and forth, that balance, Brad. You talked about having one match. You come out there. CC hadn't wrestled tonight.
No.
Came out with energy and juice and athleticism. Was able to take it down real quick. So
we got a penalty call here on mat 1 for the half. Now, Brad, you and I both, Foothill and Golden Valley, both known for being pretty physical wrestlers from our programs, and I'm not,
Full Nelson's, or that what it was? I didn't see it. I missed
it was crossface.
No, okay, I had to get there.
And I didn't see her crank back or anything like that. That's always a tough one. You don't want to get kids that are hurt or unfair, but you also want to wrestle tough. So that's always a tough one to call.
I'm telling you, the girls are meaner than guys. I'm telling you, I'm not surprised. So.
No, and I've been in the rooms with both of them. There's no question there, in my opinion.
So this
scramble
is
here.
It Roxy Ramos, right, from Highland?
no, this is Isabel Maldonado from Foothill and Rachel Ramos from Highland.
Ramos. Yep.
There we go.
Isabel Maldonado with a 2-1 lead. Coming up for the boys, we got 160 pounds, Isaiah Hernandez and Lorenzo Patino of East Bakersfield High School.
Easton Foothill over there, huh? Nice. Ooh.
And after one period, one nice little push right there. I imagine that both Isabella and Rachel have seen each other before. This isn't the first time they've shown up.
Absolutely.
And so you got some tightly contested matchups right here. They're going to take the neutral position. Isabella with the slight advantage up 2-1.
Working on that single, backed out.
Ramos really has to be careful with that overhook. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's just hanging out there.
Yeah.
Yep, there's
That's
the
the eye.
takedown. Yeah. I always taught our guys, hey, and our girls, if you're going to make contact, make sure that it means something.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just hold on to hold on. It's not part of a plan that you're going to get a takedown.
Isabella Maldonado extends her lead 4-1.
And the only point she really gave up was that penalty point. So she did a good job on top, and Ramos really needs to get to her base right there she's at and start working her way to her feet.
Yeah, she's been off all offense so far. See if she can keep it up for the rest of the second period with a minute left. Good job of controlling the hips. A little smarter there on that crossface.
Yep. That's a little bob wire, just trying to walk it over, but with that leg all the way out by Ramos, I don't know if she's going to get her.
And again, with the hips of how flexible the girls are, it does get a little tough
Yeah,
to
it's
pull
tough to
that
get
off.
a turn.
Live at Centennial High School. We are in this 137-pound matchup. South Yosemite Conference Championships, the finals. Isabella Maldonado going against Rachel Ramos in the 137-pound matchup. Gearing up for the 143 and the 160 coming up.
Yeah, Ramos needs to score in this last 20 seconds. Just put her back in the match.
Yep. Yeah, there's a big difference going into the third period, 4-1 or 4-2. You know, it's only 1 point, but that's a huge difference when it comes to you only have one period to make it happen.
What are they doing here? Blood time? Injury time.
Injury time. Elbow. Looks like elbow.
Yeah. Kind of give her a little chop right there on her.
Yep.
Well, once again, want to get another plug. Coach Weary has talked about it throughout the broadcast. Next weekend at Golden Valley High School. Friday we got, what do we have, Coach Weary? Friday at Golden Valley, we have the boys in the area matchup. And then we have the girls on Saturday in the area matchup. And this is a qualifier, so this is a big tournament for a lot of local wrestlers. We talked about this throughout the broadcast. We haven't gotten every single school represented here. There's some coaches that had to make tough calls, tough decisions to sit out wrestlers at this matchup so they could rest up to go to those qualifying matchups and all that stuff too as well. So we'll see how it goes, but we're excited for that next year. So to the wrestling community of Kern County, make sure you make your way out to Golden Valley. You can see what Bulldog Strong is all about.
Yeah, not only that, you're just going to see some great wrestling. I mean, again, as we mentioned before, Central Section is so tough. You know, we've seen years before where, you know, guys that should have been state placers get put out at our, you know, Central Section qualifiers. So this is the first round of the qualifying towards state. It's a huge deal. These kids have worked so hard, you know, not only this season, but in the preseason and all summer long for some of them. And this is their opportunity to make those first steps to get into state, and that's the goal.
Here in the third period, 137-pound matchup between Isabella Maldonado of Foothill and Rachel Ramos of Highland, where Maldonado has the 4-1 lead. But as Coach Holt, Coach Weary have indicated, this is where you hate to wait to the third period to start taking those risks, but they got to start taking them right now, especially if we're looking at Rachel Ramos, who's in that 3-1 hold.
Yeah, you've got to go. You see so many matches where kids wait for things to happen, or, you know, all of a sudden they go crazy in the last 20 seconds of the third, and it's too late. So here we got a great takedown right to her back, picking up near fall.
Maldonado's trying to close this out, and it's just enough kind of playing around. She just wants to end this with a pin, get her guitar.
Yeah, Maldonado's been the aggressor the entire match, from takedowns to on top, riding her, total control.
All offense the entire time. It's been good to watch, you know, when you see those kids get out there and get aggressive, and, you know, it makes a difference for sure.
Uh-oh. Let's be careful. Don't put yourself in danger.
Yeah. Good scramble
that's
here.
illegal headlock.
Near fall, and it's going to be a pin.
Other hands over
She
here.
has her hand
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Yeah, tough position from where we're at to see it, but
I don't know where her arm is.
Then they called a pin. And Isabella Maldonado,
That's complete
with 28
dominance.
seconds left to go in the third period, is able to get the pin and secure the guitar.
3 seed coming in there taking that guitar, huh?
There we go.
Well done.
Foothill High School. We're going to transition over to the other mat where the guys, 160 pounds, Isaiah Hernandez of Foothill High School and Lorenzo Patino of East Bakersfield High School.
On mat number 2 at 160 pounds, from Foothill, Isaiah Hernandez and East High, Lorenzo Patino.
Patino.
You guys are off to it here.
This is both their first match of the night. They didn't have a match earlier, so this is going to be their first and only match.
See if they're ready to go.
And on the black mat.
Same thing for the girls, their first match of the night too, huh?
Yeah.
That's Golden Valley and East. So
We're looking at Nayeli Nunez and Autumn Jobin of East High. East High is kind of having to divide and conquer their coaches right now.
Nice takedown.
Oh, and no control there yet. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, you had Autumn from East High School with a nice double right to the back.
Yeah, Natalie fighting back here. Now, there's only a freshman. She's been doing an outstanding job this season. So, but she's making some of those kind of freshman mistakes where that positioning. She's fighting great here, but yeah, positioning is huge.
And then over here you have East High as well with Lorenzo Patino with a takedown.
Nice.
So East High 2-0 on both. Yeah.
Yep.
East High's knocking on the door to get their guitars tonight.
45 seconds left to go in the guys' match. About a minute left to go in the girls' match. For the guys, we're at 160 pounds. For the girls, we're at 143 pounds.
Hernandez doing a good job keeping his base. He just got to get his head off the mat. See how his head keeps dropping? You got to keep that head up and then keep standing up. And Patino, on the other hand, is doing a good job of really staying high on him and riding him. Kind of legged over. He's going to get a couple of near falls. He's probably going to get reversed, though.
Here we go. Scramble here.
Oh.
Wow. Over and over and over here.
Got to get the escape.
Yeah. Lost the control there.
So we have Lorenzo Patino up 4-1 over Isaiah Hernandez. East High get their first guitar tonight. They could get two right off the bat.
They're going right after Hernandez. Is going after Patino with the headlock.
Yeah. Here goes Patino with the headlock.
He's got to call
right
it.
to his back. He's got to call it.
No, it's over.
No, ran out of time.
Hernandez kind of walked into that one, though. You know what I mean? Kind of just walked into it, and Patino just kind of took it.
Oh, here we got a big changeover on mat 1.
And it's going to be
Nayeli coming up on top.
Nayeli, are they going to call it?
Pin.
They're going to call
there
the pin.
There it is. That's a huge win for her.
Nayeli
with the
Nunez.
upset.
There you go. Nayeli Nunez from Golden Valley.
500th guitar for Golden Valley coming here tonight.
You guys are going to start your own band class tomorrow. Guitar class.
How many is that? About 26 for Golden Valley? I think 500 guitars. Yeah.
Tomorrow's practice is going to be guitar lessons. There you go.
Guitar lessons.
We'll warm up the hands.
Yeah, there you
go. Instead of hand fighting, we'll just play a
guitar
guitar.
strum.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
So on this blue mat, at 160 pounds, Lorenzo Patino and Isaiah Hernandez.
Patino went up big with that headlock. It now puts about 9-1 going into the second.
Yeah, that's a huge gap in points there. Let's see what they'll do here. Right to his feet.
Good job by Hernandez. Yeah, good job.
Great job. Oh, and right into the shot. Great job. He can drive with that head, keep his feet moving. Back to his knees.
Call stalemate here in a second.
Yeah. Hang on that leg.
Two.
Ooh, interesting call there.
I don't know about that one.
2 points given to Lorenzo Patino.
Now
he did step in the hole, but I mean,
now he's there. I would definitely call it now. So it was going to come eventually, but maybe a little premature on that one. Doing a good job looking for that wrist control. Yeah, as you stated earlier, Brad, we got to keep our head up on bottom.
Yeah.
That's killing him.
See how
right
it drops
now.
right there?
Every
It keeps
time.
dropping.
Yep.
He's doing a good job staying on his base, but his head just goes down. Head goes down. And that's where the turns are coming for Patino.
Exactly.
So on the black mat, we do have Jocelyn Byers and Alessandra Alvarado at 150 pounds that are wrestling.
Hernandez did a good job last time getting to his feet and getting away. Let's see if he can do it again. A lot of the points that are being scored against him is points that he's putting himself in a bad position, though, really.
Correct.
There you go, and he's out.
And 1 point to Hernandez. However, it is Lorenzo
gap.
Patino up 13-3. East High seeking their first guitar.
36 seconds left here. And we got looks like blood time.
Uh-oh, we got a headlock coming over here. Nope, 2.
They're going to give 2 points.
Well done. Good. Again, wrestling hard on the edge. Knew where she was. Knew to keep her feet in bounds, keep her knees in bounds. Great takedown.
Alessandra Alvarado with the 2-point takedown. Minute 6 seconds left in the first period over here as we get the blood timeout over on the blue mat where there's a commanding lead
big
between
step
Mr.
over
Patino,
here.
Lorenzo Patino over Isaiah Hernandez.
Here comes that barbed wire over there on the girls' side. There it is.
There it is.
Alessandra
That might be
Alvarado
it.
is looking for the pin.
She keeps that tight. That might be it.
Trying to call it, see where it's at.
40 seconds is a lot of time to
Yeah.
fight off your back.
Especially if you ever see it. You look up, you're on your back, you see 4, you're like, I don't know if I can do it this long. So she needs to sink that chin right in her shoulder.
Yeah,
There you
top
go.
post hits down hard.
There it is right there. Alessandra Alvarado.
On cue. Great job.
Sunk that head in the shoulder, got the pin.
There's
Alessandra
Foothill.
Alvarado.
Hernandez really going after him. Patino, but. Uh-oh, there's 2. It's definitely not a lack of fighting on Hernandez's
2
part.
points for Hernandez. Narrows the margin. Still got a lot of time left. 2 minutes. A lot could happen in 2 minutes.
Yep. Seen it earlier tonight. Yeah, and sometimes you see this too, and I'm not saying this is going to happen this match, but a lot of times guys get that big a lead and they kind of let up a little bit, open up that door just a little bit, and somebody blows that door open. It's game over. So
And the way Hernandez wrestling, he's going 100% all the time.
Yeah.
You can tell. So
yeah, he's still getting after it. So that's exciting to see.
Over on the black mat, we are going to have Alexa Gomez of West High School and Joanna Liberal from Centennial High School. They're going to take the mat here shortly. Looks like they're going right through it and not stopping and waiting. Due to time constraints, it is a school night, so they're going to keep that going on there. I think all 3 of us have to work tomorrow, I believe. Not calling in sick or anything.
Yeah, but you know, with that late start now, it's not so bad.
Not so bad at
Got
all.
time to get to the gym in the morning? No problem.
A little bit, yeah, there we go.
So we got West High. Is it West High on this one? And no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is West High and Centennial.
West and Centennial.
Yep, number 1 and number 2.
Lorenzo Patino back on the blue mat, still up.
But to your
16
point,
to 5,
too,
yeah.
Sorry, Kyle.
No, go ahead.
To your point, also, like, a lot of people, and I hope the people who are watching this understand this, like, it's really hard to understand, especially for wrestling, how hard it is to be a student athlete.
Yeah.
You know, to be, running all day to get your weight down, to be in the best shape of your life, and then still be able to focus and do well in your schoolwork. It's a hard thing, and I admire all these athletes that are out here tonight. They're, not only doing, not just okay in classes, but some of these kids are doing outstanding.
And Liberal
huge takedown on mat 1.
And that's Liberal at Centennial High School is looking to kind of end it right here. And to your point, Mr. Weary, I mean, we talk about this all the time. Athletes are held to higher expectations. There's a certain athletic code that we follow within the Kern High School district that there's a higher standard that goes on there. And so when you decide to join a team and you decide to be part of that, there's more expectations. There's hard work. There's grades. There's your code of conduct is a little bit stricter on there. So those are all the things they got to take into consideration. And as you and I, you're in the dean's office some of the day. I'm an administrator there. We deal with those things all the time. Athletes, we hold them to a higher expectation because they represent our school and represent the brand.
Yeah,
there's Patino. East High picks up their first guitar right there, which is nice. Lorenzo Patino.
Congrats to Lorenzo Patino of East Bakersfield High School with a pin, and a guitar is going to East High.
I'm going to take Golden Valley on the next one over here. I'm going with
As
you guys.
As you should.
Okay. He gets a forfeit, so just so you know.
He's worked
win-win.
extremely hard.
Yeah.
And I will tell you.
Look at Liberal over here. Liberal.
Ooh.
Ramon
There we
Sendejas is a great kid. I will tell you that. Ramon Sendejas with a guitar. And then we got Miss Liberal with her own guitar.
Joanne from Centennial picks up the pin with the cradle.
There we go.
And I will tell you, Ramon Sendejas is a great kid. And I know he went out there, but he's just, Brad, we could say this. I know you have quality kids at Highland that you work with on a daily basis and look at that. But, we've taken getting to know some of our kids at Golden Valley, and, we're very partial, very brag about them, just really quality kids. Work hard.
Here's the match you were talking about earlier. Remember Jalissa Perez from Miramonte coming up?
Yep.
She's the one that went out right after that headlock, and she's going to be wrestling Alondra Martinez from West, who was just really physical and ended up getting a pin there on the girls' side at 170 pounds.
Yep. You're going to see Jalissa Perez. You talked about, I think one thing that stood out with her as we go over to the black mat is that kind of sneaky athleticism that she has at the 170 pounds that go on there. And I think she's going to be getting right at it. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to see Miramonte or West High get that, a new school, get a guitar on there would be a great thing to have on there. As the guys are getting started over here in their matchup, we have Brock Rios of Frontier, Xavier Gonzalez, their first match of the night that they're going to get out there, and they're wrestling at 182 pounds.
Yeah. That Brock looked like he really got after right there. He's going to fill out to be a big kid. You can tell how tall he is. And
hey, do you know anybody named Brock that isn't?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Your best friend, 1998 National Championship. Stephen Neal of Cal State Bakersfield taking out Brock Lesnar, the University of Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I got that right there.
Yep.
All right, I want to make sure I get that right on there.
Here you go. Let's see if she goes to that headlock right here, Jalissa.
Well, it's always in the back pocket.
Those
kids that know how to hit that. They've always got it there if they need it.
Here it comes. She's setting her up.
And
there's the head. Here comes the left arm. Look.
Yep.
She's putting it up. She's going for it.
Brock Rios with 2 points over at Frontier. He's able to get some, and we're going to kind of go back and forth between these two matchups, get a little taste of both of them.
Jalissa loves, you can tell she's a right-handed. She puts her right hand on that head, and that left hand's going to drag, and she's going to try to hit it.
Yep, she's just looking for an opening now. If she can set
Here it
it up.
comes.
There it is.
And good job, Alondra, right there. She knew it's coming. Half.
She's coming.
Half.
She's going half.
That is
she's going there.
The thing with the headlock, live or die by it.
Yeah, exactly. Live by the gun, die by the gun. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, this time it didn't pay off for her.
She's
And now she's down 2-0.
Brock Rios got his opponent all in trouble over there on that side.
Yeah, Brock Rios is looking to get that.
Xavier
pin. Xavier Gonzalez.
Whoa.
Got Arvin twisted up.
Made a mistake over here on mat 1. She's trying to muscle it over and put herself in bad position. Now they're back on their feet. So now we're 2-1.
Brock Rios is trying to sink that down all the way as much as he can. Get that head into the shoulder.
Yeah, he needs to get his head
act
up.
like I know what I'm talking. I don't know what I'm
sounded
talking
good.
about.
It's good.
Sounds good. Get on there.
Yeah, right. No one's watching
and
that
Brock
side.
Rios with 0.3 of a second
Yes.
left is able to get the pin, and Frontier gets another guitar. Congrats to Brock Rios. Did a good job.
Here comes that headlock again. Here it comes.
Jalissa
Boom.
Perez gets the headlock.
But
Nothing.
she rolls through. She rolled through.
Nothing.
She rolled through.
Get the 2 reversal.
And a
There it
reversal.
is. Man, again, you are taking a risk every
Alondra
time you hit that move.
Go neutral.
Hey, Brad Hull called it. This would be the exciting match of the night,
yes.
and it has turned to that.
It's like a heavyweight fight where someone just has that one haymaker. Right, you know what I mean?
I was just
and
gonna
it's
say that.
coming.
Boxers throwing haymakers the whole time. You know it's coming.
It's like Derek Lewis of the UFC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's going to sit there and wait and then just bomb on you if you can. And she goes neutral. West does. She's like, bring it. Look at it.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, it's going to happen again. You watch. I don't know what's the end result.
Sure.
It's going to happen.
It's
not
going to
just-
happen.
hey, not
The
just one
result
time.
will be the result will be what we'll see.
Yeah.
Not just one time. It'll be about
I
2
can
or
tell you
3
the
more
start
times.
of the story. I don't know the end of the story, but watch. Watch that right arm. When that right arm goes to her head, Jalissa's going to put that arm right around her head.
Yep. You know that reach is coming. Pop and shoot
Yeah.
that. You know, like when you can time somebody that way, but she's just waiting for it to put
Here
it
it
up there.
goes.
It's not-
Here it goes. Boom.
Oh, my God.
And she does
Told you.
flips it, and she's trying to get
she's
it.
crossing her up, too. She's in trouble now. That's it.
Yeah, she wasn't able to roll through this time, so
Oh.
we're on her back.
She's
That's gonna be
sinking
a
those
tough one.
hips. Julissa Perez is looking to get the pin.
There it is.
And they give it to her.
Don't go neutral. She's a headlocker. Come on.
And hats off to Miramonte, gets their
Yes.
first guitar of the night.
There you go.
Exciting matchup. If we could go over to the blue mat. We have Gabriel Marquez and Julian Andrade from West High School. Like to see West High get their guitar, get a number of schools getting a guitar, be a part of this wonderful experience. But I am going to, when the girls get going on the black mat, we're going to go right over there. How often do we get to see a number one ranked wrestler on a mat? And we want to make sure that the viewing audience can see something special on the Kern High Network. We want to make sure we have that on there. As Naomi Roby, and yes, she is from Golden Valley, and yes, there may be a little bit of bias on there, but I think the entire wrestling community, as we go back over to the black mat, can agree that when you see a number one ranked wrestler, you want to make sure that you can witness something special.
And listen, she's facing Gianna, who's no slouch. She's honorable mention in the state. She's a solid wrestler. But again, when you're going up against the number one girl in the state who has won Napa Valley, which is a huge tournament, Queen of the Hill, those are ginormous tournaments where you see the best girls in the state, and she walked through those tournaments. So we'll see what happens here, but I'm excited to see what happens in the next couple weeks with her.
And on the blue mat, you had Marquez, the older Marquez right there, quickly put his opponent to his back and looking for the fall. Most likely going to get it.
Yeah.
Ooh, and it's getting physical over here on the black mat.
And there's a fall for Marquez on the blue mat. Pick up a guitar.
Yep.
Marquez Foothill High School is able to get a guitar.
First round pin.
But you brought up all those tournaments, Napa Valley. We've heard of those, Queen of the Hill, all of those. Napa Valley, she went against the previously ranked number one, and within seconds is pinning her. So she is focused. She's ready to go. She hasn't wrestled in a few weeks. I will tell that to you. It's been a little while, so there's a little rust.
Oh. Man, that was a great takedown.
There's your flexibility, right?
Yeah,
look
takedown.
bad. Yeah.
Naomi gets 2 points.
She's going right to that power half, it looks like. She's going to come back over.
And you want to talk about someone who's super athletic, really strong, plays volleyball, finished 4th in the state last year, state wrestling tournament. Naomi is determined, is focused, good grades, just overall great kid.
Yeah. And she's really great from the top position. She's good about, putting her weight where it needs to be. You can see it right here.
Right here.
Turning it over. She's
number
got 28
one
seconds
in the state, Naomi Roby. And I think this is going to wind up in a pin. And using her athleticism and her strength, she is trying to close it out. And it is not a good position for Ridgeview High School. As number one in the state of California, Naomi Roby is closing in 10 seconds. Can she hold on?
The ref's not even down there to call the pin, so I don't think she's gonna get it on this one.
She's got to earn it. And
not this one.
And they're going to give 3-point near fall.
I think the towel guy there. He took a fall.
Yep.
2 takedown by the
mat. The mat wins that one.
Gianna Chavez put up a good fight right there, but Naomi Roby.
Naomi's so good she's taking down the guy calling the time. You know what I mean? Like a flying duck or something. I don't know what she did.
On the blue mat while this is going on, you got Nathan Hernandez of Miramonte High School going against Bradley Taylor of Stockdale High School.
We watched Bradley earlier. He had a good first match.
Here comes Naomi. There's that athleticism.
Man.
And it's just a different type of wrestler when you're number one. Yeah, and you can see all of that. This is next level. In the words of the kid, she different. She's different. Athleticism, power, strength.
There it is.
And Naomi Roby gets the pin. Demonstrated to Kern County and everyone right now. Premier talent.
Just to add that guitar to all the other trophies and medals she has at home. Put another one in the case.
And the premier athlete on the guitar, Naomi Roby. So you get the guitar with her own picture on it too as well as you look on there. So hats off to her. We go back to
Bradley,
the blue mat, 220 pounds, Nathan Hernandez of Miramonte High School, and Bradley Taylor of Stockdale.
Bradley had the takedown right here at the end, towards the end right here.
And the other one, Aaron Weary talked about heavyweight for the girls.
Yeah, Skylar's coming up. Skylar Bruno from Golden Valley, ranked number 4 in the section at heavyweights. Placed 7th at Napa. And Brianna Alvarado is ranked number 2 at 189. So, again, she's wrestling up a weight from where she's ranked. So, you know, Brad, you know how this goes.
Trying to dodge that state champ right there.
I didn't say that, but you did, so let's talk about it. But
I'll say it.
I'll
say it.
I'll say it. I'm trying to win a guitar, all right? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Hedge your bets. Come on.
Yeah,
I don't have no problem with that.
Yep.
If I was wrestling, I'd try to go boys 145 and, and just weigh in.
But I will say this to that point where, we talked about, Naomi hasn't wrestled in a while, and that term comes out. You're dodging. You don't want to do that. But next weekend, guess what? There's no more dodging.
Nowhere to run.
There's nowhere to run next week. It's all business when we get into the postseason next week. And,
absolutely.
And
now this weekend they're going to meet up or no?
Or
no? They're in different areas or something like that or no?
No,
They meet.
up.
So everybody's at one. I know they could do divisions now. So I'm saying, is there everybody's in the same division for area?
For
I've been out
August, those two will be in
just
the
because
same.
the schools are at. Okay.
Yep.
I've been out of the game so long. I know that was before pre-divisions, and now I don't know how they all get cut up or going to where.
Yeah,
but then they all meet back up at the Masters. Is that what they do?
Yeah. Yep. It has changed, and that's given some opportunities to some kids that smaller schools or whatever might not have those opportunities. So it's a good thing. Back home in Iowa, we've even the state meet. We've always had that. So
yeah.
Bradley Taylor with 2-point takedown. He's extending his lead 4-0. 1:20 left to go in this. I think they're going to wait for both heavyweight matchups to go on at the same time. Good for Bradley Taylor. Stockdale trying to bring home their guitar that they have on there, which would be a good thing. A lot of different schools bringing them home.
And this might be another example where Bradley had that first match under his belt, you know what I mean, to where Nathan, on the other hand, hasn't wrestled at all. This is his first match, and Bradley kind of got after it, and he's already winning this one 4-0. So.
That's the voice of Brad Hull. Aaron Weary. Been calling this for the last 3 hours. It's been fun. It seems like it's gone by pretty quick.
I was like, no way.
Went by pretty quick to look at that, too, as well. This is a fun matchup we're going to look at. Bradley Taylor. And they call a timeout.
Yeah, 20 seconds left here on the second. 4-0. Getting some crowd responses here. Apparently, our play-by-play is going over well on the live stream.
All three of our viewers, what I mean, have called in and sent tweets.
And the one thing they remember is that Naomi took down the towel guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even the wrestling; it's taking down the towel guy.
That's right. Hey.
There we go.
You never know what's going to happen.
You get your priorities right. Hey, you get your priorities right. Bradley Taylor.
4-0 with his choice going.
And Nathan Hernandez are going into the third period. Bradley Taylor's up 4-0. Aaron and Brad, we've both been around this long enough. We talk about the area matchup that happens next week. Opportunity for kids at smaller schools. Some may not qualify for the state, and some may do really well at tournaments like that. And why something like this is we're going to have some people get a guitar that may not go into state, but it's something they can remember their high school wrestling experience by, and kind of a competitive thing when they get something so cool. It ramps it up a little bit. So these little tournaments, maybe not get ready for the state, but it's something they can remember their high school experience and what it's about to as well.
Big takedown right to his back on Matsu. If he gets his head up, this is going to be an opportunity for a Big Ten, and there it is.
This is Bradley Taylor, where Stockdale High School is able to get their guitar to go on from there. And Bradley Taylor takes down Nathan Hernandez. And now, I will say this, I've said this in every broadcast, my favorite match of the day are the heavies that we go on there. We have David Chavez of North High going against Silas Akins of Centennial High School. We just saw Silas Akins not too long ago at Golden Valley, and he's pretty solid. And then we have Skylar Bruno and Brianna Alvarado on the black match.
Yeah, to your point, Kyle, you hit the nail on the head with that. Like, so often it's not necessarily the best kids that, the state champs and all that stuff that make the memories. It's those dual matches that are really your match, that dual match came down to that important match. It might not be the best guy. You might have been a JV kid you pulled up, but his win is what propelled you to win the dual match. And everybody yelling and screaming, and it's because that guy did something. Or tonight it's the guitar that somebody won. That's going to be the highlight. That's what they're going to tell their kids and grandkids about. So, I mean, it's about making memories. Postseason's postseason. It kind of cream rises to the top, but this is what is really the benefit of wrestling and stuff like that. Making these memories and these things, you know.
Those positive relationships that come back. All of us have been coaches in different capacities. You guys have been in wrestling forever. I was a football coach forever. And it's those relationships where sometimes not even the champion, hey, you remember that play, you remember that moment, you remember that experience. And all of us were impacted by positive high school experiences when we played our respective sports, and I think that's why we continue to do these things and have these broadcasts, and we can make memories for those kids. We're memory makers, and that's what we're trying to do here tonight. Both heavyweight matchups are getting off to a good start. It is Brianna Alvarado takes the early 2-0 lead against Skylar Bruno, and it's 0-0 between the boys of David Chavez of North High and Silas Akins of Centennial.
Brad, this match reminds me of the meme with, hey, she's got a tattoo. She must be a state champ.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm scared, Coach.
I remember I was a freshman in high school. I wrestled a kid from Delano. He had like hair on his chest. I'm like, what? I can't wrestle this kid. This guy's a man. I'm a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
You step out against a guy with a mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
It's over, baby. It's
17.
over.
And then he beat me up like because he was a man. I was a kid. You know what I mean? So I was like, I told you guys. I told you I could wrestle. What are you talking about?
17 going on 41.
Exactly.
That's what they do out here.
And your voice cracked 3 times when you said that?
Yeah, exactly. These big boys are going after the upper body. Someone's going to go down here.
Yeah. Hang on.
Always the most exciting. See what they can do. Brad, I'm always going to go back. Josiah Hill, who ended up being a state champion. But just to see how some of these heavyweights in their younger ages can grow and develop and all that stuff and do all those wonderful things.
And Josiah was another kid that just took up wrestling his freshman year, I think, or something like propelled himself. Had a huge high school career. Now he's wrestling Division I, Little Rock, Arkansas, or over there, and he's starting for him at heavyweight. So
yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah, these thick boys getting after it.
Uh-oh. 10 seconds left.
And it's going to close out with the girls where Brianna Alvarado has the 2-0 lead. And for the guys, it's 0-0.
Pretty common in a heavyweight match.
Someone's going to defer. Someone's going to go down.
You know, Brad, I go back. We look at our heavyweight match. Paris from the University of Michigan, where we were watching that.
He's ranked number 1 now.
Ranked number 1 now. I heard him
yeah.
take him down. So, I mean, we're watching, some pretty special things going on. Here comes Skylar Bruno, see if she's going to make a move.
She's doing a good job flattening out the Highland girl. Now she's just going to dig underneath the arms and try to work for a turn here. She has that weight advantage, like you said, so you really want to make her carry your weight. Really put that weight on her. Make it difficult for her.
Trying to work her feet around, get it all the way around.
Make it difficult for Brianna to get her feet.
Alvarado able to hold her base pretty good.
And on the other mat you have over there, you have Silas Akins doing a good job, really trying to break his opponent down flat from North High School.
Looking about a minute and 15 seconds for the girls. 135.
David Chavez right there.
The boys. Here comes Bruno, not letting Alvarado get that escape. But again, going to the words of Coach Brad Hull and Coach Aaron Weary, they've said this time and time again, second period seems to be that decisive period where you got to make your move and you got to take your risk. You can't always wait to that third period. And we're going to see what ends up happening right here on both of these mats. Here comes Bruno trying to go for that headlock.
She did a good job of pushing her off her base right there. Now she's by the edge, so if she gets in trouble, she just push her out or just circle around and she'll still stay in control.
Yeah,
and if you're Brianna, you have to come out of bounds.
Yeah.
1 minute left to go on the blue mat with the guys. 26 seconds left to go. Alvarado's got the 2-point lead. She wants to be in the bottom position.
Injury time. Heavyweight match. David Chavez right there and Silas Aiken.
Oh, up to his feet. Can he?
Oh, good job.
Couldn't quite cut away.
Exciting matchup, always gets exciting with our heavies at the end of the day. Coach Brian Bruno, proud papa watching his daughter. She's nearing the end of her senior season. He's enjoying every moment with that. Coach Camino's been out there too as well. He's enjoying his moments. 10 seconds left to go on the blue mat with the guys. 20 seconds left to go on the black mat with the girls. Exciting match for the guys.
Here we go. Up to his feet. Cut away, cut away, cut away.
Oh,
no, couldn't do it. So close.
Bell goes off on the blue mat.
Still
We're going to finish
0-0.
off on this one. Julian's done a great job going back and forth. We're trying to get a little love for both ones at the end. Not the perfect situation, but we're trying to be fair and all this stuff too as well. So 2-0 right now, Alvarado.
Yeah, it's tough.
0-0 over there with Chavez. Chavez now is going to be on top, I believe.
Yep.
I believe that singlet looks
See
so much the same.
Silas Akins look like he's going to take the escape.
Akins did a good job riding the whole entire second period. So now it's going to be on Chavez to try to do the same thing.
Little injury timeout here with the girls. We'll go over to the guys, but we'll flip back over when they get started. Every now and again, we got some people that need the inhaler, a little asthmatic on there too. It's all good. 1:30 left to go in this decisive heavyweight.
Again, 0-0. Working this top position. If you can get that arm out, no, let go of it.
Suffice to say, we could all agree. It's nice when you have these guys play football too as well, some of the heavies that go on there. Hey, we saw that with your best bud, Brad, Stephen Neal.
Here we go, here we go.
He's out.
1-0 with a minute left.
Lots of time. One takedown wins it.
Yep.
Now we're going to have some action.
Exciting matchup.
And some shots to the head.
Yeah.
Watch him give him a penalty point. He's going to do it.
Is he?
Let's see. No, he's just going to talk to him.
Yeah. I'm going to coach him up a little bit.
Yeah,
exciting over here in the girls matchup. Alvarado kind of take control of Bruno, and she's getting on top of Bruno, getting on a near fall.
And you guys gave her a hard time for bumping up, going for a guitar.
Jeez,
See?
there
Come
we
on.
go. There it is right there.
Not giving her a hard
Alvarado
time, just telling
takes
it like it is.
Good matchup right over here. We're going to go back to this exciting matchup.
Oh,
and there is a
nice.
takedown, and they're going to go 2 points.
That's
That's going to go right down. Silas Akins. Silas Akins is looking to end this. He wants to end this. He wants to turn that over.
Yeah.
Hey, just ride it out right here. 20 seconds to go.
Uh-oh.
And like that, Silas Akins is going to end up getting the guitar.
There it is. A hard-fought victory there from Akins. A 3-1.
I don't know about you, but I think I need some oxygen right here, too, after watching all these guys go.
Where's that inhaler?
Well, guys, this is an exciting match. I mean this with all my heart. You know, when we got out there and they asked us, you know, get on there, you guys are the first two that always come to mind to get on there, so I appreciate the insight and effort you give. You guys are always prepared, give a lot, and mean a lot to the Kern County wrestling community. Brad Hull, any final thoughts you want to give to the listening audience?
Yeah, I just want to, you know, give credit to where credit due with the Kern High School District for putting on this great event and continue to put it on. This is a phenomenal event when it comes to the awards they present out to the kids. All the wrestlers, all the schools. I know we had a lot of schools that were out. We had different things happen tonight, but just a tremendous event for every school, thank every coach, every wrestler, and all the parents here that showed up tonight.
Yeah, what
Absolutely.
an awesome opportunity, you know, and a very unique opportunity that we have here in Kern County in the Kern High School District. You know, you don't see this at other places. So the fact that we can provide this for our kids, our student athletes, our wrestlers, that's awesome to see this. And, you know, a huge shout out to these coaches. You know, I don't think our coaches get enough props for the amount of time and effort they put into these kids. You know, and the goal here is always, you know, you're changing young people's lives and leading them in the right direction. So big shout out to all of our coaches. We're going to have the guitars get handed out here in a minute. And, again, what a great opportunity for these kids.
That's the voice of Brad Hull, Aaron Weary. Appreciate their insight. Julian Wilson is the man on the camera. He flies under the radar, but he is a worker. Grinder gets out here early, sets everything up. We appreciate the work you do. Does not go unnoticed. Always want to give you street cred and all that stuff where it's due. My name is Kyle Wiley. We appreciate all of you guys being out here tonight on the Kern High Network broadcast of the South Yosemite Conference Championships. A lot of guitars given out. Golden Valley, I think, gave out 712. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
No, we're not keeping track of all that stuff.
Watch all that smiling faces when these kids get the guitar.
Absolutely. They will enjoy it. With that being said, pay attention to social media, Kern High Network, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, to see all the pictures of all of our wrestlers with their guitars. And with that, have a great rest of your night, and make sure you get home safely. Have a good night.